Hello and welcome to the homecoming edition of Madison Southern Football here on WBON TV. Coverage brought to you by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond. I'm Jamie Boggs here with John Bailey as the Eagles prepare to host the Wayne County Cardinals in already the fourth week of the season, John.
Yeah, and we have two teams tonight that couldn't be any more different than each other. Madison Southern coming in with a 0-3 record, and Wayne County coming up the road with a 3-0 record. Madison Southern desperately trying to find their first win of the season. Why not do it on homecoming weekend?
Absolutely. Like you said, Wayne County coming in with a record of 3-0. Every game has been at least a 3-touchdown victory. Really, their closest game was 35-14 against West Jessamine, who's a district opponent for Madison Southern. Won their second game 41-14, and last week took care of Casey County 48-8. So they have been absolutely rolling. Southern, on the other hand, has had a really hard time. Last week was cut short in a 36-0 loss to Madison Central here at home, affected by lightning. So not the ideal start. When I know last year we talked about how Madison Southern really turned things around in about the third game of the year, and that was against Central. That didn't happen this year, so they're all hoping that today is going to be the day.
Hopefully that is true. Their closest game so far this year was a 51-32 loss against Tates Creek. Tates Creek, if you remember, had a pretty explosive offensive running back that was, I think he rushed for over 300 yards that night. So that's a really good Tates Creek team, but Madison Southern was able to put up 32 points. They found some success early in the game. I think Tates Creek came out and scored either on the opening kickoff or on the very first play of the opening drive, but Madison County responded. Last week, 0 points put up. The only shutout they've had this year came against Madison Central. Jamie, Wayne County, we can go into their story if you want to now, or we can wait a minute, but I think Southern's going to have their work cut out for them tonight, but we've spoke to some coaches, spoke to some players, and they do seem confident about tonight.
They really do. They think this may be the time to turn their season around, and it's going to have to be a completely different performance from what we saw last week against Madison Central. Like you said, they put up 32 points, I think, against Tates Creek, and they moved the football. They passed for over 300 yards and got on the board. Last week, John, as a team, Madison Southern had negative 17 rushing yards and only 42 passing yards, so barely in the black with their positive yardage overall. Not what you want to see ever, let alone in a big rivalry game.
And on the opposite side of the ball on defense, they just could not do anything to stop Madison Central's offense. Madison Central come out in a style of offense that was, they were able to run some options. They were sometimes 3 or 4 guys in the backfield that could have carried the ball. So it was a very tough schematically. It was a tough game schematically for Central, or against Central, for Southern to try to cover.
It really was, and this kind of shows who you are, right? Not necessarily skill-wise, but where your heart's at and what you intend to do, and how they respond here today. They are lining up and plays. We're going to have Braden Kelly back. Did play last week, did not have a big impact. Obviously, only had 3 carries last week. Looking to make a bigger push today offensively. Really, everybody that was injured, aside for a couple, are back. Nolan Keener, I think, is done for the season with a shoulder injury. And as a last-minute scratch, Ethan Moore will not be suited up tonight, John.
Yeah, Ethan just not feeling well, under the weather all week, not able to practice. He is here, looks like he's recuperated, but not ready to go for this game. So Ethan Moore, we saw Ethan Moore just have some just incredible plays last year. He's still really looking for that breakout game. Unfortunately, he's not going to have that opportunity tonight.
He's not. He absolutely took some games over by himself last year, and we just haven't. It hasn't happened yet this season. Now he has had a big impact on the field defensively. Leads the team in total tackles alongside Ethan Diaz with 15 on the season. But like I said, that is not a lot on the other side of the ball. And tonight they're going to have to make up that difference defensively. Last season, we went down to Wayne County and played down there, and Wayne County pulled out a narrow 19-14 victory. So it was a very tight game down there last season, and that was the week after the Central game like it is now. And Southern played really well, but still came up short last year.
I remember it was about 2,000 degrees.
Yes, it was.
And we had some really good cheeseburgers before the game. Went to the local pool hall.
We did. It was fantastic. It did not help the old tummy when we were sitting in the 1,000-degree press box, but it was a good game. And last year it was really offensively dominated by Antoine Dumford, who of Wayne County, who's no longer in school there. Transferred to a different team, different school this year, so he's gone. But they do have some guys picking up the slack. And we're going to take a 3-minute break and come back and break down what to look for both teams in this pregame show sponsored by Bishop Small Engine Repair right here on WBON TV.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Whether you're looking for dependability in the game or on the road, Madison County is where you'll find it. Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond has the trucks you can depend on and a winning tradition just like our great local sports teams. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see our dependable trucks and become a part of the winning tradition.
And at the half, the EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau.
My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Welcome back to the pregame show on WBON TV, presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond. I'm Jamie Boggs with John Bailey. We've got about 18 and a half minutes till kickoff on this beautiful evening. John, it is you feel that little tinge in the air. It feels like it's football season.
It's getting there, man. I had some chili last weekend. That's when you know.
It is.
I'll tell you what's not cold. That is Corbin Edwards' statistics for the season so far. Corbin is the quarterback for Wayne County. 20 pass attempts, completed 12 of those for 184 yards, 3 touchdowns. The school's rushing leader, Corbin Edwards. Sound familiar? He's the quarterback. Yeah. He's rushed for 409 yards in 3 games. Jamie, you're a math guy. That's over 136 yards a game, which is incredible. Behind him, they have Caden Sullivan, who's rushed 147 yards on 22 carries. So, going to be a good, strong rushing game for Southern to try to pick up.
Corbin's a sophomore, started as a freshman last year, had a great year, but definitely is missing his primary target last year. This season, he has found a new number one.
Caleb Sargent.
Caleb Sargent, who leads the team with 7 receptions. But Corbin does, he's a very smart player, so he's going to be making good decisions, and he runs the football well. And Madison Southern, at least so far this season, has struggled more against the run than the pass, so maybe not the best matchup for them yet.
I'm interested to see how he gets so many yards. We have these numbers in front of us, but we haven't been able to see his tape. Is he doing a lot of designed quarterback runs? Is he trying to pass the ball, but scrambling using his feet because everything's closed down? So interested to see how he goes about getting those yards. I think it'll be fun to watch.
Are they designed runs? Because I know last year it was pretty wide open with their offense, but they have been putting up a lot of points and a lot of yards, as we said. Madison Southern struggled to get yards. 140 yards on the season rushing for the entire team, which is just not the identity that Mark Payne wants to have for this team. And to his credit, Braden Kelly has not been very healthy. Ethan Moore has not played in the backfield very much. I look for Preston Williams to get I think this is a good game for his athleticism to set him apart as a ball carrier. So we'll see if they have anything else drawn up. Freshman quarterback Gabe Beard had a really strong first 2 weeks, really struggled last week alongside the rest of the team. He did throw 2 interceptions, didn't have a lot of time to do anything with the ball, but everybody looking to take a step forward, and just talking to some of the coaches and players beforehand, they do seem to be in the right mindset. We'll see if it translates to production on the field.
Let me talk a little bit about Wayne County defense, because they're not too shabby over there either. Right now, the team leader is Bryce LaFair with 3 tackles for loss, and then they have several guys with sacks. They have 6 team sacks. They have 11 tackles for loss through 3 games. Interceptions. This defense is a ball hog, Jamie. They have 6 interceptions so far this year. One of those was a pick 6. So this is not a weak team. This is a well-rounded team that Madison Southern is going to face tonight.
They really are. Madison Southern, like I said, without Ethan Moore, who is the leading tackler on the team. Ethan Diaz has had to move around quite a bit, play some offensive line. Dalton Maynard, I know, is going to give it a go, but may not play as many snaps as normal, especially on the defensive side. And that's your top 6 tacklers right there. And then Brady Reeser, Braden Kelly, and Taven Rader rounding that out. All should be healthy and ready to go tonight.
What I want to see tonight, Jamie, from Madison Southern is development. You know, this is a team that's 0-3. Things in the locker room are probably not, rainbows right now. I want to see is this team making steps forward? And I think that will speak to the coaches. I think it will talk to the leaders inside the locker room. Even if they don't win tonight, which I hope they do, I want to see some positive growth from the team, which will translate to hopefully getting that win either tonight or later on in the season.
This pregame show brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair, who does a little bit of everything up in Richmond. We appreciate their sponsorships. Just want to take a minute to shout out all of our sponsors that allow us to come each and every week and to bring action of local football, this Madison Southern team, to the community via radio or WBON TV. So, John, why don't you list off our primary sponsors there?
Yeah, you mentioned Bishop Small Engine Repair. Then we have CT Diesel, Berea Urgent Care, Citizens Guarantee Bank, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Jones Family Dentistry, Whitaker Bank, Kentucky Farm Bureau, that's Mayor, Raider, and Hornsby, Amico Transmission, Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy, Chenault Vineyard, Bluegrass Marble and Granite, and Nueva Vallarta.
Also, a big thanks to Cumberland Valley National Bank, First Franklin Financial, Lakes Funeral Home of Berea, ABR Auto Recyclers of Richmond, Cars of Kentucky, White and Associates, Pruitt and Sons Auctioneers, Gillum Sports Lounge, Jerry Goebel State Farm Insurance, the Red Poppy, who also sponsors our timeouts, Arrow Auto Glass, Hall & Sons Auto Care, Galaxy Bowling Entertainment Center, Batteries Unlimited, and Aces Detailing of Richmond, as well as Affordable Service and Air of Richmond. So we are going to take another break for the national anthem. We'll be back to talk more pregame right here on WBON TV.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
CT Diesel Performance is now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive off Duncannon Lane in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have moved to help better serve their customers to a bigger and better location and are here to still offer you the best in getting your vehicle to its peak performance. At CT Diesel Performance, they service all your automotive needs. No job is too big or too small. Like CT Diesel Performance on Facebook to learn more about CT Diesel Performance. Now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive in Richmond.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Whitaker Bank in Madison County is your local bank for convenience. With more branches than literally any other bank in Madison County, why go anywhere else? Whitaker Bank is known for their friendly customer service and easy access drive-thrus. Whitaker Bank, your home for local, friendly, family banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence, to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We're about 10 minutes for kickoff here at Madison Southern High School. So they are going to be taking on the Wayne County Cardinals here in this homecoming football game on WBON TV. Coverage presented to you by Bishop Small Engine Repair. John, really thankful to be having this game. There's a lot of football that's been canceled across the state, but especially just south of us due to some awful situations that happened last weekend.
Yeah, Madison Central was set to host North Laurel tonight. Unfortunately, because of the shooting on I-75, they were not able to be in school this week. They have been shut down all week, so that game has been canceled. Our thoughts and prayers go out to all the family, all the loved ones, all the police and first responders that are still actively working that situation, and just pray that an outcome is soon to come.
Yeah, still searching, obviously. Hopefully they will find the suspects there and put everybody's mind a little bit more of ease. I know Corbin was supposed to play, and their game got canceled. I know Harlan County actually just today picked up a game with Pikeville.
Okay.
Both of those teams had their games canceled and decided to play each other, so they'll be playing, I think, over in Harlan County. So a lot of games canceled, but we are going to play here tonight. We got a lot to look forward to. There's a lot of opportunity here. It was a really close game last year. So let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by Jack Burford Chevrolet, Chevy dealer just up the road. Always providing great service and great vehicles. John, if we're going to talk about keys, what does Madison Southern need to do tonight to get a win? I know you said you're looking more for improvement, but what exactly are those things you're looking for?
Well, there's really two things. Number one, we have to be efficient moving the ball. We have to be able to make drives that result in touchdowns. But I think a big thing tonight for me to want to focus on is our defense. We have to be able to shut down the run in order to give our offense a chance. So I think that's going to be the biggest key for me, Jamie, is can our defense step up, replace what is lost with Ethan Moore, who is the team's leading tackler, and find a way to shut down this star quarterback, Corbin, to really shut down their run game.
Yeah, Corbin, another I talked about Carson Herbst at Central last week. I've seen him play in sports since he was very young, 6 or 7 years old. Carson doing a great job. Carson, an incredible athlete, very smart as well, and is adapted to the quarterback position. I think Corbin's probably more of a natural quarterback that also happens to be really athletic. So definitely a different approach than we saw last week from Carson Herbst as the quarterback for Madison Central. But Corbin is he's talented and he is smart. So we'll see if Madison Southern can do anything to slow him down. The Star Watch is brought to you by Jerry Goebel State Farm Insurance. John, to me, tonight, it needs to be Preston Williams. Preston is a Division I athlete. He has offers. I don't know if he's publicly committed to where he's going or not, but he does have college offers. I think that's primarily on the defensive side of the football, but I think tonight we need Preston to step up and say, I am bigger, I am stronger, I am faster than anybody across the line for me. I'm going to put this offense on my back and make some plays to get it done.
I hope so, Jamie. He is going to be a guy that I want to watch. I want to see Ethan Diaz step up on defense, too. Hold down that line, hold the edge. Ethan Diaz, like you said, he's been playing all over the place this year.
He has, and a lot of that's due to injuries, but the line is healthy at this point, as healthy as they have been at least, which we talked about coming into the season, how young they are and how kind of green this offensive line is. And now that they're all healthy, hopefully we'll see them do a little something different. And I think they've made some adjustments on the defensive line as well. I want to wait and see it with my eyes before I confirm kind of what I've heard. But I think there have been some personnel changes that they hope will translate to just a better performance and a result up front.
I'm eager to see that. You and I have not spoke off the air about that yet, so now I'm a little curious. I'm going to get my binoculars out here in a minute and see what I can see.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you hear a lot of things throughout the week. We were shocked to find out Ethan Moore wasn't playing. We looked out and he was on the field, but not in pads. That's how we found that out. But you hear other things throughout the week, and sometimes it's just talk. But so far, sources have been pretty strong. We got about 4.5 minutes left to until we kick this off. The captains for Wayne County are ready to go out for the coin toss. John, it's homecoming, and I think in some ways that provides a lot of excitement. There's a lot of hype coming into it. We had a parade last night. My kids got a ton of candy. It also does a little something to the crowd, I think, that's unexpected. That student section is pretty much empty right now because everybody is out getting ready for the homecoming dance.
Yeah, hopefully they show up soon, maybe. But, yeah, there is a dance tonight at Madison Southern. I talked to someone close to the school. They said they've sold 700 tickets to the dance. Are there even 700 students that go to this school?
There are. I don't think it's, obviously not one of the bigger schools in the state, but to have that percentage of a population planning to attend an event, we'll see if they all show up, I think could be wild.
A lot of it, like you said, a lot of folks in town coming back. I think, is it Next weekend, the Spoon Bread Festival will be in town. I know Richmond has some festivals coming up with the, I can't remember the name of their festival right now. Michael Watkins is usually the one covering that.
Michael, text us. Tell us what it is. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's festival season here for sure.
Something about stones, rocks. Millstone Festival.
Millstone.
There we go.
We got there. Captains tonight are R.J. Blair, Braden Kelly, Preston Williams, and Jacob Edmonds. As we go out for the coin toss, accompanied by Coach Mark Payne. Wayne County is coached by Tyler Guffey. They're a 4A school. Madison Southern is a 5A school. We'll go to the tip-off here, see who gets the ball, and then we'll take one more break before kickoff. I think the official may have fumbled the coin flip there. All right, so Wayne
won the toss, and they have declined the reception. We'll kick off.
Yep, Madison Southern wins the toss. We'll defer to the second half. We'll be kicking off to Wayne County, and we're going to take a 2-minute break one last time and come back for the rest of the pregame show, sponsored by Bishop Small Engine Repair right here on WBON TV.
Hey everyone, Jeremy here with the Red Poppy. We're not your typical small business. We're a full floral and gift boutique, plus serve coffee and refreshers, and we have several food options as well. Stop by our convenient drive-thru on your way to work or let us deliver. Like us on Facebook and join us live at 5 each Friday where we give away great gifts. So far this year, we've given away a trip to Vegas, a trip for 4 to Disney World, and lots more. Come see us anytime and take advantage of our full menu at the Red Poppy, 5006 Atwood Drive, Suite 1 in Richmond.
Gillum Sports Lounge isn't just a place for good food and hospitality. It's about gathering with family and friends, satisfying those taste buds, and cheering on your favorite team. You can't go wrong with one of their delicious burgers, salads, pizzas, or one of their mini appetizers. Order online or stop in and cool off with a bucket of cold ones or beer on tap at Gillum Sports Lounge, a staple in Richmond, Kentucky, inside the Richmond Mall.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
At First Franklin Financial, we make loans for living, offering personal loans from $600 to $15,000 with fixed rates, flexible terms, and payment plans to fit any budget. And with same-day approvals, you can get your money right away. The next time you need a little financial help, First Franklin Financial is here for you. Visit 1ffc.com to learn more.
And we're back as the Eagles make their way onto the field for this homecoming football game. Coming out of the tunnel with the smoke, Ethan Diaz with a sledgehammer, which is what he needs to be defensively for this Southern team to pick up a dub here tonight. I'm Jamie Boggs with John Bailey, being produced by Gage Hill, bossing us around up here in the booth. We're excited to get this one kicked off. The only game... Actually, I don't know where Berea's playing. I was going to say the only game in Madison County today. Not sure what Berea's schedule is, but Madison Central, again, their game was canceled. We were going to have both games on WBON, but tonight you just get us and Madison Southern as they prepare to take the field for kickoff.
I do feel that little chill in the air, Jamie, that you're talking about, but the sun's still out. It should be going down here soon, but I've talked about it a lot. I love the view from the Eagles Nest up here, the big mountains right in front of us, just past the field. And then hopefully on the field tonight we'll have a good view as well as Madison Southern tries to pick up their first win. What a night, homecoming night.
Not a bad way to spend a Friday night for sure. During the break, a little fact checking. Madison Southern has just shy of 1,200 students, so well over half the population planning to get up and dance tonight. We have seen Southern be creative a bit with the kickoffs. Max Sipple is kicking off here. He kicked one straight out of bounds last week that just died on the grass. It was a great kick. Not sure if he can do that every time, but he's going to punt this one deep. It's going to be caught at about the 7. Try to reverse field on the return. He's going to find a seam before he's brought down at the 28-yard line.
Ball was returned by Nathaniel Wright.
Nathaniel Wright on the return there.
He did find a little seam, Jamie. I was a little worried for a minute that he was going to find it and take it all the way to the house on the opening kickoff return, but Eagles able to put a body on him.
Tackle made by Samuel Dozell there for the Eagles. Now here come the Cardinals. Corbin Edwards in the backfield at the quarterback position. Caden Sullivan with it. Got one split out to the left and one to the right. 2 tight ends. He takes the snap, hands off up the middle. He's going to get about a 10-yard gain up the gut on first down. John, it seemed to me on that a lot of the defense kind of followed Edwards.
Yeah, they were looking at him to run, but yeah, 9-yard gain on first down will be a 2nd and short. Man, that's what you want every time on first down. That opens up the playbook so much. Of course, you can just run it right up the middle and try to get that first down, or you can spread out and pass, and I know Corbin is able to do both.
Edwards takes the snap. Keeps it himself this time, looking for a hole, trying to get outside. He's going to be brought down for a loss.
He's going to lose about 2 yards on that.
Braden Kelly.
Good job by the defense for everybody staying in their zone and making their assignments.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, every play, somebody's responsible for contain. That's not a glorious situation. Your job is just to make sure they don't run outside. They were able to contain there and picked up the tackle for a loss. Now it's going to be 3rd and 2, a long 2. Got a new running back in. That is Nathan Wright, who returned the kickoff a moment ago. Edwards takes a snap. He's going to run it off tackle himself, and he gets a first down and more. Breaks to the corner. Nash Wilder's in pursuit. Is he going to be able to catch him? He is not. Touchdown, Corbin Edwards. That was just quarterback off tackle. John, you mentioned before the game, are they going to scramble? Are they going to designed run? And that was just snap it to the quarterback and let him go off tackle for 6. About a 63-yard run right there.
At first, I thought it was going to be an option play where he could have tossed it out to his running back, but he kept it himself, found a seam, and found the end zone.
Bryce LeFavors here to attempt the kick. There's the snap. The kick's up and good. 7-0 Cardinals. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back as the Eagles get the football here on WBON TV.
Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers have over 24 years experience in the auction industry. Whether you're selling real estate, personal property, or liquidating your assets, Pruitt & Sons can help take your property to auction and walk you through the process. Serving all over Central Kentucky, visit PruittAuctioneers.com. And remember, Angela Pruitt for all your real estate needs as well.
If you need a chiropractor but thought you couldn't afford it, the Joint Chiropractic in the Richmond Center has you covered. Your first visit only costs $29 and includes a consultation exam and your first adjustment. So what are you waiting for? The Joint Chiropractic is open nights and weekends for your convenience, and there's no appointment required, plus no insurance hassles or co-pays. So come see the friendly, talented staff at the Joint Chiropractic in the Richmond Center.
And we're back as Madison Southern recovers the onside kick, and they're going to take over possession at about the 36-yard line.
Came out, Wayne County scored on the opening drive and did so on the ground, no passing attempts. Then they do an onside kick, and Jamie, they almost got it. It was a greatly, like a very well placed kick where nobody was there to get it, and thankfully Madison Southern able to fall on it.
Gabe Beard, back at quarterback. Trips to the left, one to the right in the backfield with Braden Kelly, who goes out to the left, and he catches a swing pass and hits the sideline, breaks a tackle, first down for the Eagles on their opening play. Getting Braden Kelly out in space.
Yeah, Braden Kelly made a good play on that ball. That was not a very great placed ball. It was a little bit behind him, able to turn his body around, grab that, and then move the chains. What a great first down play.
Yeah, just giving that the eyeball test. Was that thrown forward, or would you say that was a backward pass?
It was a backwards pass.
So you got to give him rushing yards for that then.
Yeah.
We'll see how it comes out.
And if he drops that, is it a live ball?
Should be. Doubles, 2 receivers each way for the Eagles now. Kelly still in the backfield. Caden Winkler in motion. Hand off to Kelly up the middle. He's hit. Breaks a couple tackles to get a gain of a long 3. Sorry, that was Braden Hall in motion there.
So you saw that motion, Jamie. That's going to set up what I like to call my favorite play, the jet sweep. They're going to get them trying to catch them off guard. They're going to run that a few times and then run the sweep.
You didn't have to touch my shoulder when you said jet sweep.
I just got really excited.
I saw that. Judah Story entering the game. Preston Williams in at running back. Bryant Brock out wide. Trips to the right, 2nd and 7. Gabe Beard takes the snap, drops straight back. He looks out in the flats, nothing there. Breaks a tackle. Throws it over the top to Judah Story, almost comes down with it. Incomplete pass. Good job of Gabe to escape the pressure, and also, if you're going to throw it away, make sure you throw it somewhere that the defense can't get to.
Yeah, his lineman gave him the old lookout block, Jamie, but Beard saw that coming and was able to use his feet to get away from that. Good pocket presence, not making a bad decision, using those legs to get in the open space. Live to see another day. 3rd down. Sorry, Jamie.
No, you mentioned 2nd and short. Playbook's open. 3rd and 7. Probably going to have to put it in the air here. Trips to the right again. Beard takes a snap. He is going to drop back, play action, throws it over the middle. Nearly picked off by Corbin Edwards.
Corbin playing defense there and almost had a pick for the night. Jamie, I mentioned in pregame, this team has 6 so far this year. They're not afraid to get after the ball.
Punt team coming into the game, going to try to pin them down. RJ Blair back to punt. Definitely a running threat. We've not seen a fake punt this season from the Eagles. You're on the other side of the 50. If you're going to do it, may not be the worst time.
Dropping back to punt for the Eagles, number 2, RJ Blair.
Getting the final call from the old ball coach. 4th and 7. Here's a snap. Gets it to RJ Blair, and he's going to kick it. Kicks it to no man's land, and it's going to take a Madison Southern roll. Out of bounds at about the 13-yard line.
It's a great punt. That's going to change the field up for the Eagles.
Did a good job kicking it both end over end, so it would bounce in a Southern way, but away from the returner so that they would be able to let it roll. 1st and 10 Cardinals. 3 running plays and took it to the house on a 65-yard run by Corbin Edwards. See if Southern can do anything to clog up the running game here. One defensive adjustment I heard about that I see now, Leland Vanover in at nose guard, primarily played offense this season. Big-bodied young man, sophomore. Try to clog up the middle there. Edwards running off tackle, going to cut it back to the middle. And he's almost to the edge again. Does a great job using his blockers, looking for somewhere to go. Steps out of bounds.
Finally pushed out of bounds by Brady Reeser. Or is that Braden Kelly? I can't keep up with names anymore. 24.
24 is Braden Kelly. That's about a 35-yard run, John, right off tackle.
Well, and it turned into a jog as he would let his blockers get out in front of him and just take what they would give him.
He really did do a great job of utilizing his blockers. It wasn't a sprint. He's not outrunning people. They're just creating gaps, and he's finding them. We'll see what he does this time. One out wide each way, 2 tight ends. Hands it off this time, and he's going to go around the end.
There's going to be some flags in the backfield in the area that I would anticipate a holding call on the offense.
R.J. Blair on the tackle there. That was a really quick flag. If they're holding, they grabbed a hold of him immediately. See what the call is here, and that is it. Going to push him back. 10 yards, make it 1st and 20 from the 37-yard line.
Back to the Cardinal 37. It will be 1st and 20.
Good break there for the Eagles. That was Weston Hancock on the carry there for the Cardinals. They got doubles to the right this time. Edwards ready to take the snap from the shotgun. He's going to run off right tackle again, cut back across. Braden Kelly gets an arm on him. And Jackson Perkins, I believe that is, brings him down. After a gain of about 8, John.
And that was a quick 8, Jamie. I was watching Van over at nose guard, and I mean, it's taken every bit of 2 guys to block him.
They'll bring up 2nd and 12 from the 45.
2nd and 12 here for Wayne County Cardinals to convert.
Have yet to put a football in the air. Kept it on the ground many times with a designed run for Edwards. Sullivan in the backfield with him now. Wins to the right. Takes the snap. Hands off to Sullivan up the middle. He's going to get a gain of about 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and a long 8.
Love to see the Eagles here hold this to bring up a 4th down in a punting situation.
This is a passing situation. We have not seen Wayne County put the ball in the air. Edwards can do it. He is 12 for 20 on the season, completing about 60% of his passes, thrown 3 touchdowns, only 1 interception. Splitting everybody out this time. Trips right, 1 left, only leaving 5 interior linemen. Right in the backfield. Hands off to right. He's going to cut it back. Pursuit. Braden Kelly brings him down. I'm afraid we're going to get a targeting
call. I was looking for the flag from the ref on the sidelines, but it came in from another one.
Samaj DeShields comes in at the end, and I'm afraid he led with his helmet.
And you know, it's unfortunate because the player was already on his way down. Didn't even need to happen. Could have brought up a 4th down.
That's going to bring up a 1st. And that would have been a 4th down. It's going to give them a 1st and give them a
15 yards from the spot of the foul, I would imagine.
A big swing in field position there.
So 1st down here for Wayne County. What should have been a 4th down, maybe a punting situation to get the ball back, is now continuing their drive.
Southern with a little more speed in the interior right now. Got Jackson Perkins and Dalton Maynard in there where tackles would play. Both usually linebackers. Handoff up the middle. Braden Kelly with another tackle. He's been in on just about every tackle this game, John.
Yeah, he's coming from the outside, working his way in to get that. So ball carrier's getting a few yards before he gets there, but Braden Kelly just showing tremendous effort. Make that a 2nd and 5 for Wayne County.
Colton Baker on the carry there. From what I can tell, that was his 1st carry of the season. He gets a gain of 5. He remains in the backfield with Edwards. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Edwards takes the snap, hands off. Around the left end.
Braden Kelly again on a great tackle.
Maybe a 2-yard gain there. Going to bring up 3rd and 3.
Braden Kelly.
Preston Williams coming off. Catch a little breather.
Wright coming in at running back for the Cardinals. Big play here for this Southern defense. I think somebody hit the wrong volume button on the house music there. One receiver each way. This has typically been a running set, which they haven't thrown at all, but they're not spreading everybody out like they have before. And Edwards goes off right tackle. He's going to get to the edge. Judah Story can't come up with it. Preston Williams is going to push him out of bounds after a gain of 15. Again, that's been their most successful play. Quarterback off right tackle. Not a conventional approach, but it's working for the Cardinals.
It's working. Traditionally call that bringing a 12th man formation. You got 2 tight ends, 1 running back in the backfield with you, and able to do a lot of stuff out of that. But primarily, like you said, run. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
1st and 10 at the Southern 13. In case you're just joining us, white jerseys and black pants for the Cardinals of Wayne County. Maroon, not maroon, that's not even close. Navy jerseys and white pants for the Eagles. Cardinals going right to left. Currently lead 7-0. Hand off. Tackle right at the line of scrimmage by Dalton Maynard. Big stop there. Maybe even a little bit of a loss.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 11 and a half, maybe almost 12.
It's the first time that they pushed him back.
Well, you said that they've tried some new things on the defensive line, and they just tried to run up the middle and were not able to do it. Running to the outside seems to bring some success. This time there's an empty backfield, Jamie.
It doubles each way for Edwards. He's looking around, making sure he knows what to do. He's going to drop straight back, and he's going to scramble to the left. Going to try to get in the end zone. He's wrapped up, but he gets in. Touchdown. There is a flag back here at the 15, and I am pretty certain that they grabbed a hold of Braden Kelly, who was in hot pursuit there, and that touchdown's coming back.
Really good play there by Corbin. Looks like he was going to try to pass it. Didn't see anybody and scrambled with his legs. That's going to come back, like you said, and be a 10-yard penalty, so make that 2nd and 21.
Southern had another holding penalty called on Wayne County earlier, and were unable to capitalize on the field position.
Ball spotted about the 25-yard line.
Cardinals have yet to put a football in the air.
I thought we were about to see it, Jamie.
Right in the backfield with Edwards. Got 2 split out to the left. Like they're an option reverse. He flips it back to Caleb Sargent, who goes around right end. He's brought down by R.J. Blair for a gain of about 6.
Good job on the defense by not just completely buying out to that, staying in their lanes and keeping their heads on a swivel and making that a short gain on a reverse.
That was a very well executed play as well. I was buying the option, but the pitch came
behind the back pitch. If you can pull that up on replay, it was an awesome pitch.
Trips to the left. 3rd and 15. Sargent goes in motion. Is behind Edwards. Edwards drops back. They're going to throw a screen to the left. Does not get back to the line of scrimmage. 4th and 15 for the Cardinals. Kind of looks like they may be bringing in a field goal unit.
Sure does.
They've not attempted. They have attempted 1 field goal this season and did not make it. I don't have a, I don't know the length of that attempt, but this is Bryce Lefevers. Also plays receiver here. 2nd on the team in points behind Corbin Edwards. Now, R.J. Blair's back. If that is short and he's able to catch it, he could return that if he chose to do so. If it goes beyond the end zone otherwise, it would be a touchback unless it goes through the uprights. It is looking good from here. It goes through. 10-0 Cardinals after a 36-yard field goal from Bryce Lefevers. We're going to take a 1-minute break and come back here on WBON TV.
For over 40 years, Lakes Funeral Home and Crematory in Berea have been helping families through the hardest times in their lives. With traditional burial planning to cremation, the folks at Lakes can help you honor your loved ones with final arrangements. Lakes can also help pre-plan now. Let your family members know what you want and help ease their burden. Visit lakesfuneralhome.com to learn how easy it can be to pre-plan. Lakes Funeral Home and Crematory, the only on-site crematory in Madison County.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
And we had another kind of onside kick there.
That one is able to be returned for a little bit of a gain. That's going to start things off on Wayne County's, or on Southern's 45-yard line.
Tristan Brown on the short return there. Has also been playing a lot of corner here today. As far as I know, the Berea High School's game has not been canceled. They're supposed to be at Bracken County tonight. Braden Kelly in the backfield with Beard. One split out to the left. R.J. Blair goes in motion. They hand off to Kelly right behind him. He's going to try to get around the end, and he does. How far is he going to make it? He jumps and is brought out of bounds after about a 9-yard gain, it looks like. Lucky John, I thought there could have been a holding call there on the edge. I didn't see who the blocker was.
He was holding him and then just let him go. So I was good job for letting go of it, and the ref did not throw a yellow flag on the play. But yeah, Braden Kelly just really waiting out those linemen and making his way across the field until he has the space to break upfield.
Caden Winkler and Braden Hall to the right. Braden Kelly goes in motion. Throw is going to be too far upfield. Incomplete.
Kelly saying, that's on me. He's a little gassed right now. I mean, he's been playing both ways and playing his heart out.
Has a ton of tackles on the defensive side. Preston Williams going to be giving him a short little break. 3rd and 1 now. I expect them to just give it to Preston up the gut and try to move the sticks and reset everything. We'll see if that's what they decide to do. Sam Little at tight end, motion across, handoff to Kelly, and he is hit immediately upon receiving the ball. That's
he's
going to
lose
bring up
about 4 yards on that play.
4th and 5 at the 50. They punted from this situation earlier. See if they do it again.
He stopped at the 50. That's a loss of 4 on the play. 4th and 5 for the Eagles.
Offense staying on the field right now, right, Jamie?
They are.
Braden Kelly goes back in. Other folks join him. This is a big 4th down and 5, Jamie. This gives them, pretty decent field position if they are not able to convert.
Trips to the right. Bryant Brock out here on the edge. Braden Kelly in the backfield. Beard takes the snap and drops straight back. Pressure is a-coming. He steps up, and he's going to be sacked for an 8-yard loss on 4th and 5. And now they're giving Wayne County fantastic field position at the Madison Southern 40.
1 minute, 13 seconds to go in the first quarter. Things going Wayne County's way right now, up 10-0. And then there's a huge turnover on downs, leading to great field position for the Cardinals.
1st and 10 at the 40 as the defense for Southern goes back out there. Two receivers out to the left. Sullivan in the backfield with Edwards. Edwards takes the snap, and he throws it out in the flat. It's caught by Sargent. Makes a couple moves. Shoestring tackle there by R.J. Blair, and they get about 2 on that one. First completed pass from
Gain of 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Wayne County. They're going to give him 3 yards on that. Second and 7 from the 37. We're under a minute now in the first quarter. Taking their time, getting up to the ball. We do have those play clocks up beyond the end zone. They got 10 to snap. Edwards drops straight back. He's getting some pressure, ends up running to the left. Makes Samaj DeShields miss, and he's brought down by Brady Reeser after a 12-yard gain. Did a great job scrambling. You could see Edwards running downfield, pointing to his blockers on who to get in front of.
Cardinals marching down the field. Now the ball's placed on the 24-yard line.
That's going to do it for the first quarter. We are going to take a timeout here thanks to the Red Poppy. We'll be back in 1 minute. More Madison Southern coverage on WBON TV.
Whether you're looking for dependability in the game or on the road, Madison County is where you'll find it. Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond has the trucks you can depend on and a winning tradition just like our great local sports teams. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see our dependable trucks and become a part of the winning tradition.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
And we're back here at Madison Southern High School where the Eagles trail the Wayne County Cardinals 10-0 here to start off the second quarter, and the Cardinals have the ball on Madison Southern's 24-yard line, 1st and 10. As the Cardinals have done all of their damage on the ground thus far, and Madison Southern held them to a field goal in their last possession, hoping to get a stop here as well. Empty backfield for the Cardinals. Corbin Edwards, the quarterback in the shotgun, has been the primary ball carrier here for the Cardinals. And he's going to run right up the gut on his own this time. He is brought down, tackled hard there by Ethan Diaz after a gain of about 5, it looks like. Nice play there by Diaz. Has been the staple of the defensive line, the one person who hasn't been moved around a lot thus far. 2nd and 5. One tight end, doubles each way. Edwards takes a snap. He's going off right tackle this time. He gets to the edge. Somebody grabbed a hold of his jersey and brought him down. It was Brady Reeser again, but it would be after he gets another first down. It's going to be 1st and goal now from the 9.
Ball is spotted at the 9-yard line.
Good job by Reeser there to grab him and hang on.
1st and goal for the Cardinals.
1st and goal for the Cardinals.
As they continue to go, Edwards left, Edwards right, Edwards up the middle. We dare you to stop us. Eagles have not stepped up to do that just yet. Cade Kate Sullivan. Kate Sullivan used to play here.
I was going to say, every time you say, is it Caden Sullivan? I think about old
It is
Kate
kinda
Sullivan.
Caden. It is Caden.
Who the last time I heard was playing at Moorhead.
Sullivan off left tackle this time, looking to find a gap, and he's stuck at about the 8-yard line, brought down.
Handoff number 41, Kate Sullivan.
To bring up 2nd and goal from the 6.
Ball is spotted on the 7-yard line. The 2nd and goal from the 7.
They've only put the ball in the air one time, had a short completion. Kept it on the ground otherwise. 2 tight ends. Edwards is going to keep it this time over to the right, and he's going to get into the end zone before they're able to bring him down. Touchdown. Corbin Edwards for his 2nd score here in the first half to push the lead to 16-0 Cardinals. As the Eagles have yet to find an answer for this heavy rushing attack of the Cardinals. Lefevre's hit a 36-yard field goal earlier, now in for the extra point. With Edwards as the holder. Snap, hold, kick, all looks good. And it is 17-0. We're going to go to a break, and we'll be back in 1 minute on WBON TV.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
The Eagles set to receive another kickoff. Their 3rd one of the game here in the first half. As the Cardinals lead 17-0. I'm Jamie Boggs here with John Bailey. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond. And Lefevre's comes forward to kick, and he kicks a line drive down the middle. Judah Story is going to watch it go out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty, bringing it back up to the, is it the 35?
I think it's the 35.
That sounds right.
We're going to go with it until they tell us otherwise.
Southern's offense is going to come back on the field. They've had a couple really positive plays, but have not been able to put together back-to-back first downs.
Jamie, if you look across the way there to the 30-yard line, is Wayne County streaming WBON's footage of the game over there on a TV?
I can't tell, but I'm going to assume so. I would make the assumption that everybody watching us right now is watching us.
Yeah. Well, I think Wayne County's streaming us over there on the sideline.
Gabe Beard takes the snap. Running the option over the left. Pitches it late to Braden Kelly, but he's going to break a tackle. Gets back across the field. He's got a seam. Cuts it up the middle. Stiff arm. Breaks another tackle. And he's going to get away for a 65-yard touchdown run. Touchdown, Braden Kelly. John, he was a man among boys on that run. Broke several tackles, a few stiff arms.
That was, and from the beginning, man, that ball was pitched so hard to him and above his head just to even make that grab and come down with it and then take it to the house, putting this team on his shoulders and running it to the end zone. You mentioned the play last year against Central that really motivated this team. Jamie, we might have just saw it.
Everybody does seem to be very into the moment as Kelly comes off for a much-deserved break. Leads the team in tackles and just have that 65-yard rush. Hoping they don't have to burn a timeout here in order to make the kick. They do have 20 seconds to get the kick off, but they're bringing in a replacement for Braden Kelly. The official is counting players. Bringing in another one. They are going to run out of time. And have called a timeout.
Madison 7, their first of the half.
We're going to stay here as they were unable, John, to get the team out there for an extra point, something that we've seen most often on special teams, but it has been a pretty common occurrence here in the first month of the season.
Yeah, I mean, special teams is something you don't spend a ton of time on in practice, but you do need to run it to make sure that you have the personnel out there. A lot of times it's players that don't see a ton of action on the field, so they need to be aware of what's going on in the game and be ready. And as a former coach, Jamie, I can tell you that it drives me nuts.
Yeah, it's
I was the special teams coordinator when I coached, and I had my clipboard ready. And if what you got to watch out for is players. It's fluid. Players get injured. Right there, Kelly needed the break. Who do you have ready to go as a backup to replace him and get him in the position he needs to be in? So
yeah, you got to know.
You got to be organized and ready.
Corbin Kimball in to hold. R.J. Blair to attempt the point after. Just over 9 minutes left here in the first half. Snap's good. Hold. The kick looks good. 7 on the board for the Eagles. We're going to take a 1-minute break and be back for the rest of the first half right here on WBON TV.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau.
My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Madison Southern gets on the board here on WBON TV. I'm Jamie Boggs with John Bailey. 17-7, the Wayne County Cardinals lead after Braden Kelly takes one to the house there to get their first points on the board in the last 2 weeks. Max Sipple in to kick it off. Line drive kick is going to take a bounce. It's picked up at the 19. Full head of steam there. Big stick.
Who was
Good
that?
Judah Story coming out of nowhere and laying him out.
That was a great open field tackle by Judah Story.
Hits like that are why they don't do kickoffs the same way in the NFL anymore.
Yeah, I haven't watched my first NFL game yet, Jamie, but I know it's very, very different.
It is painful to watch. They should just not do it instead of doing it the way they do. If you don't kick it like within the 25, it's a touchback, and nobody can move till it's caught.
Okay.
Really weird. Trips out to the right. Caden Sullivan in the backfield with Corbin Edwards. Edwards takes it himself. He's going to cut back across the field, hit it to line, and only gets a game of 1.
Jamie, the way he holds that ball, if our defense would just punch it as they're tackling him, we could have a turnover, man.
Dalton Maynard and Leland Vanover there on the tackle. Maynard, I think, is on a snap limit here tonight due to some injury issues he's been having. Has been on several tackles here tonight. And the way they've got him playing, if this is a 4-4 front, then he's lined up at defensive tackle.
And I do like this. I like the personnel out there. It, at times, able to contain the quarterback if it just was a little bit more consistent.
Played middle linebacker earlier this year, so a lot of changes. Sullivan up the middle like a bowling ball. Gets a gain of about 3. Going to bring up 3rd and 4 at the Cardinals' own 39-yard line.
Big 3rd down here for the Cardinals, who would love to convert. Eagles need to take a defensive stand and say, no, sir.
Said Preston Williams needed to be the star watch player of the game. Big moment here if he can make the stop, as I expect Edwards to put it on the ground. He takes the snap, throws it to Sargent. Samaj DeShields comes up and hits him immediately.
Great defensive stance. That's going to bring up 4th down. I would imagine this is a punting territory. The punting team is on. Good defensive stand by Southern. Put Braden Kelly in there, see if he can get this ball and run it back for a Southern touchdown.
He did get plenty of rest set out there entire defensive series. I called for a run, but it's like my wife always says, you're wrong. 7 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Kelly is back to receive this punt.
We're calling another timeout to get the personnel ready. We're going to take it with him. Thanks to the Red Poppy, back in 1 minute on WBON TV.
CT Diesel Performance is now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive off Duncannon Lane in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have moved to help better serve their customers to a bigger and better location and are here to still offer you the best in getting your vehicle to its peak performance. At CT Diesel Performance, they service all your automotive needs. No job is too big or too small. Like CT Diesel Performance on Facebook to learn more about CT Diesel Performance. Now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive in Richmond.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Welcome back to Madison Southern High School. The Wayne County Cardinals set here to punt to the Eagles. Cardinals lead 17-7. Best defensive series we've seen here from the Eagles. Pretty good punt. Braden Kelly's going to catch it on the sideline. He's going to run up the sideline. And we'll get back to about the 45-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 Eagles.
Trying to see if Southern has their offense ready to go.
They're going to spot it at the 41, so he stepped out of bounds there. Eagles scored from about 5 yards behind that on a Braden Kelly run off an option pitch. Receivers out to the right. Braden Kelly in the backfield with Gabe Beard. Throw out into the flats. Braden Hall with it. He catches it. He has gone to the house. Back-to-back touchdown plays from the Madison Southern Eagles. And, John, we may have ourselves a football game.
This is the first time all season, Jamie, that it feels that way, and it feels amazing. What a play, what a pass. Touchdown, Eagles.
Braden Hall, often better known for his defensive presence, one of the state leaders in interceptions last year, has been out injured, has primarily only played defense, so seeing him back on the offensive side, making a huge contribution right there on the first play. Back-to-back touchdown plays.
6 minutes, 14 seconds to go here in the half, and Madison Southern finding themselves coming back and catching up to the 17-0 lead that Wayne County once had. hoping to make it 14-17 here.
Going back to the swinging gate formation. We haven't seen that all year, John. They did that all of last season. We saw Madison Central do it against Southern last week. First time Southern's done it, and they get Wayne County to jump off sides, moving them halfway closer to the goal line.
So it appears as if the offense is going to stay out on the field.
Well, R.J. Blair's lined up at where the quarterback would be, the same way they were before. Wouldn't be surprised if they just snap it to Braden Kelly and let him run it in. Oh,
and he does.
I got one right, and that is a 2-point conversion. Now the Eagles just trail by 2. We'll be back in 1 minute. See if they can cut that deficit even more right here on WBON TV.
Whitaker Bank in Madison County is your local bank for convenience. With more branches than literally any other bank in Madison County, why go anywhere else? Whitaker Bank is known for their friendly customer service and easy access drive-thrus. Whitaker Bank, your home for local, friendly, family banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
The Eagles set to kick off here after back-to-back touchdown plays. That time a touchdown swing pass from Gabe Beard to Braden Hall. 2-point conversion run by Braden Kelly. It's a 17-15 game. The Eagles pooch kick, and that lands in no man's land. The Cardinals will fall on it. It is going to be down at the 32 or 33 there.
Yard line by the Cardinals. Be 1st and 10.
1st and 10 Cardinals. Had a 3 and out in their last series. First time the Eagles have pulled that off. I'm going to try to do it again here. See Dalton Maynard making his way up to the defensive line. Got a little bit of a limp. He had, you noted during the break, the energy and body language he had after that last touchdown.
He was jumping all over the sideline, but limping there. I think he'll be fine. He's one of the toughest kids I've ever met.
Back in their base formation, 2 tight ends. Edwards is going to take it off left tackle, try to get around the end, and he's going to be... What a spin move there by Edwards on R.J. Blair. He's going to end up getting about 6 yards, but he ran about 15 to get there.
Madison County showed blitz that time and did a really good job filling those gaps and making him run to the outside where you got some folks waiting on him, Jamie. I mean, he did pick up quite a bit. It's, like you said, 6 yards, but Madison Southern just has a little bit of spark to him this here as of late.
5 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first half. Got ourselves a 2-point game. 17-15, Wayne County leads after leading 17-0 just a few moments ago.
Wayne County kind of taking their time, eating up the clock with the run game. This is where those timeouts for special teams could be costly.
Caden Sullivan tries to get around the end, and he's going to get a gain of about 2, and we're going to have a 3rd and 1 here. Maybe 2, long one. Big opportunity here for the Eagles if they're able to hold them to another 3 and out. Get the ball back. Remember, John, the Eagles get the ball at the beginning of the 3rd quarter as well. Two tight ends. I think that is right in the backfield with Edwards. Edwards is going to take it himself up the middle. He's going to get really close to that first down marker. A lot of it's going to come down to the spot. I think he got it.
They're going to give him the first down, but it was a good job of Southern to, and it was so close. But that is going to move the chains. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
Yeah, that was certainly maybe Edwards' shortest run of the game so far. He has been finding space everywhere he turns. On the 39-yard line with 4 minutes left in the half.
Southern has one timeout left.
Got a bunch formation in this time. And off to right up the middle. He's going to fall forward for a gain of about 4.5. Maynard getting a break. Leland Vanover going in.
Just a reminder coming up, this is homecoming, so at halftime we will see the band perform, we will see homecoming court, all kinds of festivities here tonight for your Eagles.
Fan section, the student section has filled in quite a bit. Now everybody here to cheer on the team and cheer on their friends who are in the homecoming court coming up here in just a few. 2nd and 5 for the Cardinals with that bunch formation again. They got 8 men there in the box. Hand off to right. He tries to cut it back, runs through a tackle. Jackson Perkins brings him down.
Going to be close to a first down. They might have spotted them just a little shy of the sticks.
Going to bring up a 3rd and
Ball is spotted at
oh, nope, they're going to give it to him.
49-yard line.
May have just been our angle, John. I didn't think that spot would have done it, but 1st and 10 on the 49. Back to 2 tight.
Almost to midfield.
Very important drive here for Southern. Looks like they're bringing it, and Edwards is going to run off left tackle, trying to get to the end. Great tackle there by R.J. Blair to get in the backfield. Tackle Edwards for a loss. Southern really brought the house on that one, John.
They did.
I think you see that many runs, you have to, right?
Right, and man, I love what I saw out of the defense there. Not only just making the stop, but then you had your cornerback, you had everybody just swarming to the ball. That is what good football teams do, and it's really good to see Southern doing that right now.
Jackson Perkins has been playing great. He gets a break. Taven Rader heads into the game. 2nd and 12 for the Cardinals. Again, with 8 players at the line of scrimmage, 1 wide receiver, 1 running back with Edwards. Caden Sullivan, I think, is back there with him. Edwards is going to run right tackle, and he's hitting the backfield.
He's going to get another loss.
Brady Reeser.
Brady Reeser's making that stop, bringing up probably a 1-yard loss. Jamie, the time is just ticking away. We're down to 1 minute 22 seconds before the half. And 3rd and 12 for Wayne County.
Southern wants the ball back. They're going to call a timeout and force their hand. We're going to take it with them. Thanks to Red Poppy. We'll be right back on WBON TV.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey everyone, Jeremy here with the Red Poppy. We're not your typical small business. We're a full floral and gift boutique, plus serve coffee and refreshers, and we have several food options as well. Stop by our convenient drive-thru on your way to work or let us deliver. Like us on Facebook and join us live at 5 each Friday where we give away great gifts. So far this year, we've given away a trip to Vegas, a trip for 4 to Disney World, and lots more. Come see us anytime and take advantage of our full menu at the Red Poppy, 5006 Atwood Drive, Suite 1 in Richmond.
3rd and long for the Wayne County Cardinals here on their own 47-yard line. The Eagles of Madison Southern trying to get the stop here with 1:14 to go before the half. 2 wide receivers out to the right. Quarterback Corbin Edwards all alone in the backfield.
Don't let that fool you. He may look for a minute, but he's going to take off.
It was a design draw play. He's got room in the open field. He's going to be knocked out of bounds after he gets the first down after a 25-yard rush right up the middle in a quarterback draw. Knocked out of bounds, so that's going to stop the clock for a second.
They've ran that play a couple of times, and I thought at first he was looking to throw it, but I think he hesitates for just a second, kind of hold those cornerbacks where they are, but then he's always going to take off. But the minute those cornerbacks come up anticipating a run, that's when he can bite you.
Wayne County led 17-0 at one point. Southern doing their best to make a push. They've pulled within 2 points. Southern will get the ball back after halftime, so desperate to get this stop. Right in the backfield with Edwards. 2 split to the right, 1 to the left. Just over a minute left. He drops straight back. Is going to look to pass. Now he's going to run up the middle. Hit by his own man. And he's going to be tackled by Brady Reeser and Ethan Diaz for no gain, and they're going to call their own timeout. We're going to take that one more with them. And we'll be right back after a minute on WBON TV.
Gillum Sports Lounge isn't just a place for good food and hospitality. It's about gathering with family and friends, satisfying those taste buds, and cheering on your favorite team. You can't go wrong with one of their delicious burgers, salads, pizzas, or one of their many appetizers. Order online or stop in and cool off with a bucket of cold ones or beer on tap at Gillum Sports Lounge, a staple in Richmond, Kentucky, inside the Richmond Mall.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
55 ticks left on the clock here at Madison Southern WBON TV. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond as the Wayne County Cardinals looking to get some points on the board before halftime. Corbin Edwards in the shotgun, takes the snap, goes by him. He's going to pick it up, looking to get rid of it. He's going to throw it, and it's going to not get back to the line of scrimmage. They're looking for...
He wasn't outside of the tackle box, Jamie, I don't think. Was he?
He did drop straight back. Southern asking for the intentional grounding penalty.
I did not see a receiver in the area, and he was not outside the tackle box.
They did not call it. It's going to be, that could have been a big break there for the Eagles, that bad snap. 3rd and 7. Big play here, probably 4 down territory for the Cardinals. They did make a 36-yard field goal earlier. I think this may just be out of his range. Right in the backfield with Edwards. Trips to the left. One wide receiver on the short side. The 3 bunched up to the left. Edwards takes the snap and drops straight back. Gonna run it again. Brady Reeser in pursuit. Brings him down.
Get a horse collar tackle. Penalty.
It's going to get him the first down. He would have been stopped just shy. The Terrell Owens rule. Can't grab somebody by the back of the collar and pull them down. Too much risk to the lower legs in that situation.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle called against the Eagles.
It's going to put the ball down to the 11-yard line, so they can get another first down here.
First and 10 for the Cardinals.
Got a tweet here from Cade Sullivan, who's watching our streaming and got to hear us say that we were thinking about him when we were talking about Caden Sullivan. Cade Sullivan, last time I spoke to him, was up in Moorhead, playing some football there, also on the track and field team.
One of the all-time quickest players we've seen here at Madison Southern. Coaches or the officials trying to get their act together. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 11. I think they're wanting to reset the clock.
Cade Sullivan was one of those running backs. Like you said, he was super fast, but I loved when he was in open field and would just hurdle over players as they were trying to tackle him. One of my best memories calling football games was calling his name.
Reset the clock to 41 seconds. Now it's almost like they're in a goal line formation at the 11. Edwards heading to left tackle, trying to get outside. He's going to get there. Can he make it to the goal line? He is brought down across the field, and they're going to call a timeout. John, could you tell who got that tackle? It's so far away.
Yeah, number 5 had to. Is there a number 5? I want to say there was a number 5.
Judah Story over there and on the tackle after a 5-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 at about the 6-yard line. 30 seconds to go. One more timeout for Wayne County.
2nd and about 4 or 5 to go. If they cross over the 2-yard line and don't score, it will be a 1st and goal situation.
But without spiking the ball or throwing an incomplete pass, they really only have one time they can stop the clock. So I expect them, whatever happens, they are going to get back on the ball quickly. If you're Madison, if I'm Wayne County, this is a perfect time for a play action, dump it over the top to somebody tall.
Yeah, they have those 2 tight ends. I wonder if any of them can catch, because this would be a perfect time. They're going to bring everybody.
And that's what I was going to say. If you're Southern, you have to bring the house, I would think, to try to lock him up.
This will be a good chance for Corbin, like you said. Just find one of those tight ends wide open, little dump pass over to him, touchdown. See what they do.
2 receivers to the right. He takes a snap and drops back. He's looking left. Ultimately going to run. He throws it. See what the call is.
It is incomplete, but Jamie, he did exactly what we said we would do. The tight end or the wide receiver just not able to hold on to that ball, so the clock does stop for an incomplete pass, and it's still third down.
Trying to keep his feet in bounds over there. Edwards really close to the line of scrimmage when you let that go. No penalty, but it does stop the clock. 3rd and 5 at the 6. Big series here. You hate to put too much pressure on a play or two, but this could obviously make a big swing in the game with a stop and ultimately in the season.
I think that's a play that you only get one time. Maybe I'm wrong, but now I would look for Edwards just to keep it. Got some kind of weird 3 tight end set over here.
He's going to go right, and he's going to be hit in the backfield. It doesn't make it back that time. He is brought down by Braden Kelly.
And that's going to be an intentional grounding finally.
So that is going to be 5 yards from the spot of the foul. They were well in field goal territory, but that is going to move them back behind the 25.
Does that also result in a loss of down?
It is. It's going to be 4th
down. Good defensive stance here by Southern to potentially keep a touchdown off the board.
They were looking to throw out of that, and Braden Kelly came off the edge.
Offense still on the field here for this long 4th down.
They're going to call a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back after a 1-minute break on WBON TV.
At First Franklin Financial, we make loans for living, offering personal loans from $600 to $15,000 with fixed rates, flexible terms, and payment plans to fit any budget. And with same-day approvals, you can get your money right away. The next time you need a little financial help, First Franklin Financial is here for you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more.
Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers have over 24 years experience in the auction industry. Whether you're selling real estate, personal property, or liquidating your assets, Pruitt & Sons can help take your property to auction and walk you through the process. Serving all over Central Kentucky, visit PruittAuctioneers.com. And remember, Angela Pruitt for all your real estate needs as well.
Fourth down, Wayne County Cardinals offense coming out on the field. This will be over a 40-yard field goal, and they're not looking to make that happen. Madison Southern on the edge of a big stop here. 18 seconds left in the half. Open backfield, empty backfield with Corbin Edwards there. And Madison Southern trails by 2. desperate for a stop before the half.
Bring the heat.
David Rader coming off the edge. Edwards rolling out to his right. Does he have somebody? He throws it up into the corner, and he's got him. Did he catch it in? Incomplete. He caught it. They're going to say he was out of bounds. That was a very close play as we're going to watch the replay as Edwards
Jamie,
containment.
I thought he got 2 feet down, but maybe I'm wrong.
Throws it to the back of the end zone there. He goes up. I think he got 1 foot down. I think it was 1. It was very close. Yeah, isn't it insane that the rule in college is 1 foot, but it's 2 in high school? And
so that does turn the ball over. So Madison Southern with the ball with only about 9 seconds left to go. Hey, the way they've been going, let's air this out. Let's find Braden Hall, Braden Kelly, let's throw it to one of those guys and see what happens.
And they kneel on it, seeing the
you know, don't listen to me. What do I
don't need a pipeline there. We are going to go to the sideline. We can catch Coach Payne on his way out there. She's trying to chase him down. Samantha Burford, she's got it. We're going to go down to the field.
Hey, Coach, yeah, you don't have much of a voice left on this homecoming night, but what a turnaround in that second quarter. Let's talk about your defense, because this Wayne County, they've got that running game going, but you guys have stopped them, especially right here before the half.
Well, we just got to make sure that we're reading our keys. Those first couple of drives, we got our eyes caught on the wrong keys, and they were able to exploit that. The last couple of drives, we were much more disciplined, and we just got to continue that in the second half.
What are we going to expect from your offense this second half? What's the game plan?
Try to get the balls in the hands of our playmakers.
Sounds pretty simple, right?
It should be. We'll see if we can do it or not.
All right, thanks, Coach. Happy homecoming. All right, I'm going to send it right back up to you guys, and then we're going to take that 3-minute commercial break, and you'll hear all the halftime statistics right after this message.
If you need a chiropractor but thought you couldn't afford it, the Joint Chiropractic in the Richmond Center has you covered. Your first visit only costs $29 and includes a consultation exam and your first adjustment. So what are you waiting for? The Joint Chiropractic is open nights and weekends for your convenience, and there's no appointment required, plus no insurance hassles or co-pays. So come see the friendly, talented staff at the Joint Chiropractic in the Richmond Center.
For over 40 years, Lakes Funeral Home and Crematory in Berea have been helping families through the hardest times in their lives. With traditional burial planning to cremation, the folks at Lakes can help you honor your loved ones with final arrangements. Lakes can also help pre-plan now. Let your family members know what you want and help ease their burden. Visit lakesfuneralhome.com to learn how easy it can be to pre-plan. Lakes Funeral Home and Crematory, the only on-site crematory in Madison County.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Whether you're looking for dependability in the game or on the road, Madison County is where you'll find it. Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond has the trucks you can depend on and a winning tradition, just like our great local sports teams. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see our dependable trucks and become a part of the winning tradition.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Who makes the best?
She is the daughter of Dr. Carl and Summer Price. She is escorted tonight by her dad. She is sponsored by MSHS FCA. Team candidate number 5 is Mr. Dylan Maynard. He is the son of Dustin and Candace Maynard. He is escorted by his mom. He is sponsored by the MSHS players. Queen candidate number 6 is Miss Sally Isaacs. She is the daughter of Ray and Faye Isaacs. She is escorted tonight by her dad. She is sponsored by the MSHS girls volleyball team. Team candidate number 6 is Mr. Taylor Parker. He is the son of Jessica Moore. He is escorted tonight by his mom. He is sponsored by the Ignite South Diesel Mechanics class. Queen candidate number 7 is Miss Lacey Long. She is the daughter of Charles and Holly Long. She is escorted tonight by her dad. She is sponsored by HOSA. Team candidate number 7 is Mr. Braxton Arnett. He is the son of James and Stephanie Arnett. He is escorted tonight by his mom. He is sponsored by the Ignite South Business and Marketing class. Queen candidate number 8 is Miss Haley McClure. She is the daughter of Kevin and Heather McClure. She is escorted tonight by her grandfather, Roger Rucker. She is sponsored by the MSHS girls golf team. Team candidate number 8 is Mr. Connor Patterson. He is the son of Michael and Regina Patterson. He is escorted tonight by his mom. He is sponsored by the MSHS boys golf team. Queen candidate number 9 is Miss Ashlyn Eastep. She is the daughter of Jason and Kirsten Eastep. She is escorted tonight by her dad. She is sponsored by the MSHS softball team. Team candidate number 9 is Mr. Thomas Lamb. He is the son of Tommy and Crystal Lamb. He is escorted tonight by his mom, and he is sponsored by the MSHS Pet Band. Queen candidate number 10 is Miss Peyton Gabbard. She is the daughter of Scott and Angela Gabbard. She is escorted tonight by her dad. She is sponsored by the MSHS Student Council. Team candidate number 10 is Mr. Samuel Jensen. He is the son of James and Nicole Jensen. He is escorted tonight by his mom and is sponsored by the MSHS Marching Band. Queen candidate number 11 is Miss Sophia Daughtery. She is the daughter of John and Sarah Daughtery. She is escorted tonight by her dad. She is sponsored by the MSHS Marching Band. King candidate number 11 is Mr. Sawyer Bailey. He is the son of Stephen Bailey and Jana Bailey. He is being escorted tonight by his mom. He is sponsored by the Ignite South Culinary class. Queen candidate number 12 is Miss Angelina Chen. She is the daughter of Yan Chen and Jin Bean Chen. She is being escorted tonight by her mom and is sponsored by the MSHS academic team. King candidate number 12 is Mr. Gunnar Richards. He is the son of Dwayne and Cam Richards. He is escorted tonight by his mom and is sponsored by the MSHS newspaper staff. Queen candidate number 13 is Miss Jalen Roberts. She is the daughter of Chris and Casey Majou. She is escorted tonight by her mom and is sponsored by FCCLA. King candidate number 13 is Mr. Braden Kelly. He is the son of Rick and Melanie Kelly. He is escorted tonight by his mom and is sponsored by the MSHS boys wrestling team. Queen candidate number 14 is Miss Reese Rogers. She is the daughter of Lance Rogers and Mindy Rogers. She is being escorted tonight by her mom. She is sponsored by the MSHS Allied Health class. King candidate number 14 is Mr. Aiden Lilly. He is the son of Brandon and Leslie Lilly. He is being escorted tonight by his mom, and he is sponsored by the MSHS baseball team. Queen candidate number 15 is Miss Summer Barnes. He is the daughter of Eric and Bridget Barnes. She is escorted tonight by her brother, Eric Barnes. He is sponsored by the MSHS cheer team. Team candidate number 15 is Mr. Jacob Rutherford. He is the son of Robin and Wendy Rutherford. He is escorted tonight by his mom. He is sponsored by the MSHS academic team. Queen candidate number 16 is Miss Madeline Crabtree. She is the daughter of Jordan and Daisha Crabtree. She is escorted tonight by her dad and is sponsored by the DECA Club. Teen candidate number 16 is Mr. Turk Hembry. He is the son of Charles and Vicky Hembry. He is being escorted by his grandmother, Julie Hembry. He is sponsored by MSHS FFA. Queen candidate number 17 is Miss Asia Brock. She is the daughter of Curtis and Ashley Brock. She is being escorted tonight by her brother, Gage Brock. She is sponsored by the MSHS newspaper staff. Teen candidate number 17 is Mr. Preston Williams. He is the son of Mark and Erica Williams. He's being escorted tonight by his mom. He is sponsored by the MSHS track team. Queen candidate number 18 is Miss Allie McClure. She is the daughter of Kevin and Heather McClure. She is being escorted tonight by her dad. She is sponsored by the MSHS swim team. Teen candidate number 18 is Mr. Ethan Moore. He is the son of Albert Moore and Sandra Shepard. He is being escorted tonight by his mom and is sponsored by the MSHS football team. Queen candidate number 19 is Miss Kylie Burns. She is the daughter of Matt and Sarah Burns. She's being escorted tonight by her dad and is sponsored by the MSHS FFA. Teen candidate number 19 is Mr. Nash Wilder. He is the son of Jason and Jamie Wilder. He's being escorted tonight by his mom. He is sponsored by Ignite South Skills USA class. Queen candidate number 20 is Miss Taylor Williams. He is the daughter of Philip and Stacy Williams. She's being escorted tonight by her dad. She is sponsored by MSHS FCA. Teen candidate number 20 is Mr. Ethan Diaz. He is the son of Raymond Diaz and Brittany Spangler. He's being escorted tonight by his mom and is sponsored by the MSHS Pet Club. Queen candidate number 21 is Miss Haley Leach. She is the daughter of Sherry Thomas. She's being escorted tonight by her mom and is sponsored by MSHS HOSA Club. Queen candidate number 22 is Miss Cadence Rose. She is the daughter of Adam Rose and Savannah Dobson. She is escorted tonight by her mom. She is sponsored by MSHS FCCLA. And now to introduce to you the 2024 Homecoming Court. Fourth runner-up in the King's Court, Mason Davis. And the fourth runner-up in the Queen's Court, Peyton Gabbard. For the third runner-up in the King's Court, there was a tie. Your third runner-ups, Nash Wilder and Preston Williams. Third runner-up in the Queen's Court, Haley Leach. The second runner-up in the King's Court, Ethan Moore. The second runner-up in the Queen's Court, Madeline Crabtree. The first runner-up in the King's Court, Ethan Diaz. The first runner-up in the Queen's Court, Carly Heshemy. And now to announce this year's homecoming king and queen. This year's homecoming king greets everyone he meets with a smile. He is a member of the DECA Club. When asked why he wanted to be homecoming king, he said, "It represents my commitment to pride and dedication for everything that Madison Southern stands for." He is the best dressed guy in Madison Southern, a member of both the boys soccer and basketball teams. He is the son of Jeff and April Whitaker. Your 2024 homecoming king is Mr. Micah Whitaker. This year's homecoming queen greets everyone with her sweet smile. She is an excellent student, maintaining a 4.0 GPA for 4 years. When asked why she deserved to be homecoming queen, she said, "I've been very involved in many clubs and activities at Madison Southern. I have a great respect for the staff and teachers, and this is my opportunity to show my appreciation." She is a member of the HOSA Club and the MSHS Cheerleaders. She is the daughter of Charles and Holly Long. Your 2024 homecoming queen is Miss Lacey Long. Let's have one more round of applause for our king, queen, court, and all of our homecoming candidates.
Ready? Do I win? Oh, between the third and fourth.
Meal in Richmond, Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau.
My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
CT Diesel Performance is now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive off Duncannon Lane in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have moved to help better serve their customers to a bigger and better location and are here to still offer you the best in getting your vehicle to its peak performance. At CT Diesel Performance, they service all your automotive needs. No job is too big or too small. Like CT Diesel Performance on Facebook to learn more about CT Diesel Performance. Now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive in Richmond.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
And we're back here for football on WBON TV after the homecoming festivities. Everybody getting excited, everybody all dressed up. And now we got to lock back in, John, because we've got ourselves a football game.
We do, man. It's turned into quite the game. Madison Southern found themselves in a hole early, 17-0, but they have just climbed their way out of it. Right now it's a 2-point ball game, 17-15 in favor of Wayne County Cardinals, but momentum has shifted, my friend, to the Eagles.
Yeah, what we saw on paper before the game is translated to what we've seen on the field. It's the Corbin Edwards show out of Wayne County. Corbin Edwards left, Corbin Edwards right, Corbin Edwards up the middle. Threw a couple of passes, but didn't end up doing a lot of damage that way. And Southern the defense has adjusted, got stops on their last 2 drives, and had 2 big plays on offense. And now they're going to get the ball here to start the second half.
And if you look back, I mean, I know we're 4 games into the season, but think about Madison Southern's strengths of their team last year. Their defense has always been a strength, an asset to their team. It hasn't shown up the last 3. It has shown up here tonight. And, if you're able to shut down Corbin, you're doing quite a bit. He can throw the ball. He can move on his feet. He can do just about anything he wants to do, and Southern's been honing in on him and doing quite the job here, especially in the second quarter.
This is the Citizens Guarantee Bank halftime show. Go to mycgbank.com or get the MyCGB app. Yes, that's all the letters I was supposed to say to do your banking needs. We are about 2 minutes away from kickoff here. Big crowd. I think some people have gone to change into their dancing shoes for the dance after the homecoming game, but it was the crowd was really into the festivities at the half, and the players are trying to get ready to go. Several of them out on the field, John, and I know that's pretty normal you're going to have football players in the homecoming court, but the rest of the team's in there getting instruction, getting game plan.
Yeah, I think the game plan is, hey guys, Corbin is going to run the ball a lot, and occasionally he may pass it. So defensively, not a lot to game plan here. Offensively, Jamie, if you're the head coach, what are you telling your guys at halftime? What adjustments do you need to make, and what do you tell your team?
Well, Samantha Burford interviewed Coach Payne before the half, and he talked about getting the ball to his guys in space, which is something we talk about every week. And they got Braden Kelly a look on the option. He took it to the house. They threw it to Braden Hall in the flat, and he took it to the house. So they just need to keep getting the ball to people named Braden where nobody's around him, and they'll keep putting points on the board.
Ethan Moore not in this game tonight, but I feel like some Eagles are stepping up to replace him, and you can't really replace a guy like Ethan Moore, but you can step up and be the next man ready, and I feel like a lot of Eagles have stepped up to do just that. Defensively, R.J. Blair all over the place, Braden Hall all over the place, so a lot of Eagles stepping up. If they end up pulling this off, it is definitely going to be a team win and not an individual win, so we'll see what the Eagles can do here. Looks like they're going to be getting ready to take the return.
Yeah, they a lot of adjustments defensively. On the defensive line, you got a lot of linebackers, and like the personnel has switched in and out there so much, and the line has struggled. But that smaller, more athletic front has been really effective so far. Dalton Maynard playing up there. He kind of limped around the end of the second quarter, but I see him out there bouncing. He looks ready to go. Jackson Perkins playing up there on the line, doing a great job. And now we're going to shift it back to the offense. You got Judah Story, R.J. Blair, and I know number 11's last name is Chastain. He is Caden Chastain, back deep as well. With Judah Story. They got Braden Kelly and R.J. Blair and Braden Hall all in this middle level. So something to keep an eye on. If they try to pooch it and get it to one of those guys, there's a lot of speed there. And the kick is going to go deep to Judah Story. It takes a bounce, and he picks it up at the 11th. Full head of steam coming across field. Tries to cut back. He's going to be brought down at around the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 Eagles to get this second half started.
The Eagles did a really good job before the half stopping Cardinals from getting in the end zone. Eagles now need to find their way 70 yards for a touchdown here to put them in the lead. It will be the one have they led a ball game yet this year? Maybe a little bit against Tate's Creek?
Yeah, I think they led against Tate's Creek just a little bit before that slipped away. So looking to take a commanding lead that lasts here in the third quarter. On the homecoming night, coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond. And the Eagles have the football. Gabe Beard in the shotgun. He's going to pitch it out to Braden Kelly, who's looking to cut back, and he's brought down after a small loss. Yeah, just didn't open up like they hoped it would.
That was the same the same play they scored on earlier in this game. Just not able to get much here. Looks like a timeout already, but it's going to be an injury timeout.
And it's Braden Kelly making his way off the field. He is making his own way. He's not down, so that's a plus. Not sure if he twisted a knee or got caught in the turf.
Might have got a little stinger on a kneecap.
But he, in that play, you're right, in the first half that he scored on, he cut it back across the field and was just unable to do that on that particular carry. 2nd and 11. Braden Hall running the play in the wide receiver position. 2 split out to the left. Preston Williams in at running back. Everybody else in tight. Williams takes it up the middle, tries to break it to the outside. He's going to get a gain of about 5 before being brought down. Going to bring up 3rd and manageable.
Kelly's walking back to coach saying, I'm ready, put me in. Just a little bit of a stinger.
You're at about 3rd and 7 here at your own 27. Interesting place to be. It's always a little additional pressure to throw the ball from back there because an interception in this area often leads to points for the other team. They got 2
long 3rd down here.
Left.
Sorry, Jamie.
No. Beard in the shotgun. Takes a snap and he rolls out to his left. Looking deep. Pursuit. He's going to be brought down at the 22. Also got up grabbing his knee. That's going to bring up 4th and 10. Punt team coming out on the field. Yeah, that's unfortunate, John. He did a good job of not throwing the ball into traffic. Obviously, throwing it away would let him keep a few more yards, but now we're playing the field position game, and the Eagles are going to try to get a good kick here from Blair. And keep playing good defense. Good snap. Good high kick. And it's going to take a bounce. Going to take a southern bounce.
This kid has the ability to just completely change field positions. He was almost in his end zone kicking that football.
He kicked that. That's like a 70-yard punt after it rolled.
That's a play on Saturday kind of punter situation. You're able to just change fields.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at their own, we'll call it 21. In the first half, we saw a lot of running with the quarterback, and Southern responded to that. We'll see if Wayne County makes an adjustment to say, you know what, they're starting to pick up on what we're doing. Let's mix it up a little bit ourselves. Or if they just go back to the bread and butter, see what works.
Jamie, you're a guy who looks at data all day long, and the stats for the year will tell you that their game plan is probably just going to be keep it to Corbin. They might do some passes, but not very much.
He gets 5 yards right up the gut on first down. Going to bring up 2nd and 5, and we do have a player down for the Eagles. Trainers are making their way out there to check on him. Can't see a number from where we're sitting.
Thankfully, from here, Jamie, it looks like they're stretching him out. Just a cramp situation here. Getting us some water, maybe some sodium mixed in there to help with that. You never know.
And, you know, we talk about how it takes a few weeks into the season to get your body ready to where you can play 4 quarters without cramping up. And last week, the game was shortened. Even the 2 weeks before that were odd because of lightning at Tate's Creek. There was a running clock, so body's certainly still adjusting here to playing a full game.
There's been a lot
of just a cramp.
Yeah, there's been a lot of crud going around with school starting back. A lot of people sick, under the weather, so body's not quite right. But Southern's playing good this game. This is probably the best they've looked so far this year. And we've got a big 2nd down and 4 coming up. The Eagles need to make a stop. Still don't have a number for the down player.
Certainly would not end the game, but I think they really want to avoid going back down 2 scores. I think being in punching range is huge for this team to know where they're at. So I think a stop here is vital. And if you're the Eagles, do you continue? It seemed like their success came from blitzing off the edge. And that, because what Edwards will do, he'll approach the line of scrimmage and he kind of waits to see what's developing. And if somebody's coming off the edge, he has to move a little quicker and doesn't have time to plan it out. So would you continue to do that?
Yeah, I would. And I would apply pressure from the inside as well. I would throw pressure just about everywhere, Jamie.
That was Braden
Kelly.
Who was came out of the game rather on offense just 3 plays ago.
He's walking with a little bit of help. We'll see if he's going to come out. He's just going to go to the sideline and just get stretched here real good.
Keeping an eye on him, and it may have been a cramp while he came out earlier as well. 2nd and 4 for the Cardinals. Edwards takes the snap, and he's going to run to the right this time, cuts it back up the middle, across the field, and he's got a lane. It's like Braden Hall wrapped him up, and they're able to get a stop, but not before he gets 10 more yards.
Something this team has not forced a lot this year, Jamie, is turnovers. Last year, several interceptions. This game, you're not going to have an interception because the ball is not going to find itself in the air very much. But you got to find a way to force a fumble on this kid. You get 2 or 3 guys swarming to the ball and making contact. Get in there and punch that ball out. Make a turnover somehow.
Jacob Edmonds running out on the field, but here we have another personnel issue, and the Eagles calling timeout. We're going to take it with them thanks to sponsorship of Red Poppy. We'll be back in 1 minute on WBON TV.
Whitaker Bank in Madison County is your local bank for convenience. With more branches than literally any other bank in Madison County, why go anywhere else? Whitaker Bank is known for their friendly customer service and easy access drive-thrus. Whitaker Bank, your home for local, friendly, family banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
And we're back for 1st and 10 Cardinals after the first down run by Edwards and some personnel changes from the Eagles on the defensive side of the football. He's going to run around to the left side this time, waiting for something to develop. Takes it out to the edge. Knocked out of bounds, but not until he gained 7 yards.
Jamie, when I was in high school, we had a young man, Tommy Bolin, and it was Tommy Bolin left, Tommy Bolin right, and Tommy up the middle. I haven't seen such a performance like that in 25 years.
Yeah,
and the ball 95% of the time is being ran by the quarterback here.
And it continues to work. Again, they had a couple stops there at the end of the half, but really need another one here. Braden Livingston comes in for some defensive action. That defensive line coming in and out quite a bit. They're going to hand off to Sullivan this time, and he's going to break through the line, and he's going to get a run of about 15 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Make his way into Southern territory, but down around the 40-yard line. One of the best runs I've seen him have all night.
Yeah, he's like we said, we didn't get to watch film. He's has a very low center of gravity. Is that the nice way to say somebody's not tall?
Yeah, I mean, he was able to just run downhill right there.
And he did a great job with it. 1st and 10 Cardinals at the 41. That was always, when I played football, those were the guys that I didn't want to hit because I know I can't get lower than you.
You just got to make a shoestring tackle.
Yep. Another bad snap. It's going back. Orwood falls on it. Not before a 10-yard loss. Maybe 12.
That's the second bad snap tonight. Southern really close to jumping on that one, but quarterback was able to save the day. They gave him a very generous spot on that.
I feel like his mind just worked so quickly because even in that scenario, you could tell he was thinking, do I have time to pick this up and run it? Do I have time to pick this up and throw it away? He made the very wise decision to fall on it, but really smart play there by Edwards. But now they're looking at a 2nd and 23 from their own 46.
They've had a long 2nd or 3rd down like this before, and they were able to convert just on the ground, Jamie.
Up the middle this time, trying to break it outside. Braden Kelly comes in with the tackle. He's back in the game and seems to be all right.
Yeah, I saw a hand on the horse collar area, but I don't see any flags.
I think he was able to get the other arm around to wrap him up more fully. They're still at 3rd and 22.
Yeah, if they gained anything, it might have been 1 yard on that. Good job by the defense.
Jacob Edmonds in on the defensive line. We mentioned people coming and going. Looks like Dalton Maynard has been over here most of the time. I know he had some weak knees, a hurt knee rather. Maybe a couple of them trying to work it out and get back in the game. Edwards drops back. Great penetration through the line, through a screen pass.
But it was stopped at the 50-yard line. Only a gain of 3 on that play. It's going to result in a 4th down.
Except there's going to be a late hit called.
Man, that's the kind of stuff that Coach in me just does not like that.
Jackson Perkins comes straight through the line. You can see on the replay here, they set up the screen really well.
Roughing the passer called on Madison Southern.
And we didn't get the full picture there, but the official said it was an egregious.
That's the second time, Jamie, on a long 3rd down where Southern made a stop, but a bad and a poor decision after the play results in a 1st down for the offense. So they had the ball 4th and forever, and now it's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
Coach Payne not very happy with that call. He did, I think, he had him wrapped up when he threw the ball. I think they were saying he just ended up throwing him down after he let go of it unnecessarily. Edwards is okay and remains in the game. Looking over the sideline to get the play. Haven't seen them do this a lot. Edwards takes it up the middle once again, looking to bounce it, and he does. just out of the reach of Brady Reeser before being brought down by Braden Kelly, who came from the other side of the field. We do have a flag at the line of scrimmage.
And Braden Kelly, again, slow to get up.
Holding, and that's going to go back. Braden Kelly was the linebacker on the other side of the field, came all the way across to make that tackle.
Slow to get up, but he is up, and they are not making him come out right now.
Majda Shields getting a break.
Several players, Jamie, had a chance to wrap him up early, just kind of did an arm tackle and let him run through it.
I think that's where the edge pressure was helping earlier. What he's doing is he runs up the middle, he hits the back of his line, and then just picks a side. And they've got to do a better job of containing him when he tries to break out of that. Corbin Kimball getting some defensive action in at cornerback.
Go, Croston!
1st and 20. 2 tight ends. 1 running back. Edwards rolling out to the left, looking to pass. Preston Williams in pursuit, as well as he throws it out of bounds. Jacob Edmonds in pursuit. There's a flag there as well. In a spot for illegal player downfield, or defensive holding, or offensive holding.
Yeah, I don't know what. I didn't see anything, Jamie, so I'm interested to see what the call is here.
Illegal receiver downfield. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Now we're looking at 1st and 25.
The 5-yard penalty with nothing going on that play. There's a small part of me that would just say, let's say no and make it 2nd and long.
Yeah. Riley Causey now in for Jacob Edmonds, who made a great play on the defensive rush there.
Wayne County still in doubles on both sides. Backed up.
Edwards. Quarterback draw, and he's got a lot of room once again. Stumbled on his own. Brought down by Judah Story after a gain of 12.
Judah's going to get recorded for a stat on that tackle, but very much fell and stumbled. And
you mentioned you would have taken 2nd down back at the 45. Well, now we're back at 2nd down, 7 yards closer to a 1st. 2nd and 13. After Edwards just kind of ran through the middle of everybody.
Wayne County very much eating the clock. Southern has taken 1 timeout, if I'm not mistaken, so far in this half.
Yep.
So 2 remaining. Timeouts are going to be crucial at the end of this game, the way the clock is going right now.
Edwards takes the snap, goes around the left end, looking to cut it back. It's going to be brought down at the original line of scrimmage, maybe a little beyond. 3rd and 9.
Huge 3rd down play here, Jamie. You do not want to give up the 1st down, and you don't want any penalties that are going to give it to him anyway.
John, let's talk about the toll that I mean, I don't have a number in mind. Dozens of carries already for Edwards, which means he's been tackled dozens of times. That's got to wear on you through the course of a game.
Even, I mean, we're in our 40s, Jamie, but even for a 16, 17-year-old kid, his body has to be feeling it. I mean, how many hits from Preston Williams can you take before you just say enough?
I mean, for me, it's 1. Drop straight back, looking like they may set up another screen. Throws it high. Incomplete.
Could have been picked off, but it's going to bring up 4th and long.
We'll see if I think they're probably in 4-down territory down here, and that was intended for Caleb Sargent. Just kind of bounced off his shoulder pads. Very nearly picked off. Jacob Edmonds coming back in for Maynard on the defensive line.
Punt team is not coming on. 4th and a long 9. Earlier in the night, easily could have picked this up on his feet, having a difficult time moving the ball. with the ease that he had early.
So many penalties on both sides during this third quarter. We're down to 2 minutes to go, and this is just the second possession of the quarter as he drops straight back. He's looking over the middle. He dumps it, and it's complete for a first down at the 19.
It's the first, if I'm not mistaken, first completed pass for Wayne County so far today.
They had one slip screen earlier, if you want to call that a pass, but that was the first downfield ball thrown. 1st and 10 after having 1st and 25 earlier. Now we saw the Eagles at the end of the second quarter have a big stop down at the goal line as Wayne County threw into the end zone, and he was one step out the back. Overloaded formation to the left. Edwards is going to run right behind him. Good backside pursuit, and he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. Samaj DeShields in on that. Ethan Diaz, Judah Story.
Down by Samaj DeShields.
Leland Vanover making his way back into the game.
2nd and 11. 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And Wayne County will let this game or the play clock get down to around 15 before they even start marching towards the ball.
You know, we saw a couple big plays from Southern, so I think it's wise of them trying to keep the ball out of their hands. So they're going to try to do some damage here on 2nd and 11, probably the last play of this third quarter. And Edwards, shocker, off left tackle, cuts it back. He gets some yards this time. Does not quite get to the first down marker. Going to bring up a 3rd and 2.
It's getting up slow, Jamie. I mean, this has been a long, sustained drive, and that's going to take it to the fourth quarter.
It's a good break for the defense has also been out there for forever. So we are going to take a 1-minute break and come back for the fourth quarter of action here on WBON TV.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey everyone, Jeremy here with the Red Poppy. We're not your typical small business. We're a full floral and gift boutique, plus serve coffee and refreshers, and we have several food options as well. Stop by our convenient drive-thru on your way to work or let us deliver. Like us on Facebook and join us live at 5 each Friday where we give away great gifts. So far this year, we've given away a trip to Vegas, a trip for 4 to Disney World, and lots more. Come see us anytime and take advantage of our full menu at the Red Poppy, 5006 Atwood Drive, Suite 1 in Richmond.
And we're back for fourth quarter action here at Madison Southern High School as they trail the Wayne County Cardinals 17-15. John, in what was one of the fastest third quarters in high school football history.
Yeah, I mean, Wayne County kept the ball on the ground 98% of the time and ran off the clock. And I mean, it's wise to do so. You got to find ways to make stops if you're Southern. They gave a lot up on that penalty, Jamie. The fourth or the third down and long that could have been a 4th and long was taken back because of a roughing the passer. And I mean, that gave up so much time to Wayne County, who's still driving this ball in the red zone.
They've had the ball for about 10 minutes of clock time. Most of that actual time because they just let it run. The Eagles with their backs to the wall, 3rd and 2. Edwards off left tackle. And he's going to get through, trying to get in the end zone, and he does. Touchdown, Cardinals. First play of the fourth quarter. Corbin Edwards gets his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. And the lead is 8 right now. Still a 1-possession game. This extra point could push it to 2. The Fevers has already made 2 extra points and a 36-yard field goal. Could be a big play here if Southern's able to get a piece of it. It's up, nearly blocked. It is good. Braden Kelly cramping up again after nearly getting a piece of that. We're going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back for Madison Southern's offensive possession on WBON TV.
Gillum Sports Lounge isn't just a place for good food and hospitality. It's about gathering with family and friends, satisfying those taste buds, and cheering on your favorite team. You can't go wrong with one of their delicious burgers, salads, pizzas, or one of their mini appetizers. Order online or stop in and cool off with a bucket of cold ones or beer on tap at Gillum Sports Lounge, a staple in Richmond, Kentucky, inside the Richmond Mall.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Welcome back to Madison Southern High School. Coverage here presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond as the Eagles trail by 9 behind the Wayne County Cardinals. Braden Kelly still being helped off the field, has had to come off the field several times due to leg cramps.
Madison Southern was able to put up 14 rather quickly. They need to do so here again. It's going to take a team effort now with Braden Kelly. I mean, he has come out of the game so many times. At what point do you just say, kid, stretch it out and stay off?
That leg is very locked up. Here comes the kick, and it's a line drive toward the sideline. Chastain picks it up. He's going to cut it upfield, and he's got a seam. He's got some room, breaks and tackles. He's going to get it all the way up to the 45-yard line. Aiden Chastain, his first kickoff return of the season, is a good one.
And he has some wheels. Put that kid out there on offense, and let's see what he can do running the ball.
Been playing a lot of defense. It will show his athleticism there. They're going to mark it at 46.
Earlier in the game, Madison Southern came out and was doing some motion. I'd like to see them get back to that. Maybe, just maybe, we'll see a jet sweep.
Jake Lane has been out for a bit, and at running back now, number 28, played some decent minutes in week 1. Trips to the left for Gabe Beard. He takes the snap, looking deep, and he's got a lane down the right sideline, and he's going to run out of bounds after he gets a first down on about a 16-yard carry.
They had an opportunity to do a screen out on the far side of the field, but didn't like what he saw there, so he took that ball and ran it for a first down. Good opening play on this drive.
And they can't figure out where to spot the ball. They're going to put it at the 46, 47. At one point, it was at the 41. line. No, it's at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 Eagles. I like that play design. They've ran that several times. They'll have one receiver drop back and then one take off. And if the corner makes a choice, then you've got one guy or the other. I think they covered that one well, and he had an open lane to run. We'll see if they keep up with that. Trips to the left, and he drops straight back this time. Going to run up the middle. Got a lot of room to go. Takes a hit. Another first down for the Eagles. Gabe Beard.
Hey, I like Gabe Beard saying, you know what? I'm going to run the ball too, but we do have a flag in the backfield.
Line, and that's another CT Diesel performance. First down.
Well,
correction.
Holding penalty, and that's going to come back.
On the play.
Gabe Beard doing his best Corbin Edwards impression there. Has had 2 big runs in a row. Now we're looking at a 1st and 20 from the 48 instead of a 1st and 10 from the 28. Big
last
swing.
2 runs have been for 10-plus yards, so if you keep up that momentum, you can get this back in 2 plays. See what the Eagles draw up here as they spread everybody out wide.
Doubles each way. Lane still in the backfield and pass protection. Screen pass goes to R.J. Blair. He's going to get a gain of about 5 before being brought down. Very well played by that Wayne County defense. And good job by R.J. Blair to hold on to that.
And make that catch. He had to jump up in the middle of the field. You really hang your guys out to dry with a pass like that, but he got it.
There's a lot of traffic. 2nd and 15 from the Cardinals 47. Same formation from last play. Looks like the Cardinals are trying to bring some pressure, and they blitz. Swing pass to Braden Hall, who scored last time, and he's making a break for it this time. Gets a gain of 12.
What a fast young man. I mean, he was able to get 12 just in the blink of an eye.
Madison Southern not following the ball. Not sure if we have another flag, if they're debating about. Oh, yeah, there is a flag down over there. And Southern's backing up. In this half alone, John, there have been some massive penalties that have crushed this Southern team and all the momentum they had going into halftime.
It was a great play there. 12-yard play going to be taken back. So an additional 10 yards tacked on. So it's a 2nd and 20-ish, I will say.
I like it. See what they draw up here. Motion for Lane. Beard fakes that way. He's going to try to get out of there. Throws it out of bounds. Good job getting rid of it. And he took a shot after he let it go. No flag. Going to bring up 3rd and 20. I really thought that was a roughing the passer penalty. He was being held up. The other defender was coming full head of steam and took him out. 3rd and about 21. Braden
Kelly's finding his way back in. We'll call him the one-play wonder if he's able to make it through this one.
Him giving you one play, though, is always going to be a high-quality play. We got trips to the right now. 3rd and 21. Beard pitches it back after being wrapped up to Braden Kelly. He's going to be brought down from behind. What a gutsy decision there by Beard.
I don't know how he's able to get the ball off.
Completely
wrapped up.
He turned a 2-yard gain into an 8-yard gain? No? 6-yard gain?
It's going to be 4th and, 17 here for the Eagles.
Just how Gabe Beard drew it up. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field.
Judah Story coming in to relieve Braden Hall. Hall's a man I'd like to see out there in this 4th down situation.
Yeah, he's had 2 catches, had a lot of momentum both times. Trips to the left. 4th and 17. Beard drops back. He's got to throw it deep. He throws it over the middle. It's well defended there by Wright. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. That wasn't a bad pass. It was a good defensive play. But even if he catches that, he's still got 8 more yards to go.
Yeah, just a really good job by the defensive back to put his hand out there and break up that pass. The well-placed ball, just a great defensive play. Jamie, you played a little cornerback. You like that kind of play?
I do. I mean, it's all about putting yourself in the right position, then timing it, timing the deflection, and not getting in the receiver space to get called for interference. So a lot of factors go into it, and that was pretty perfect. If I'm the offense, I think you probably got to throw that beyond the sticks, beyond that 1st down marker. Maybe you get a pass interference. Maybe you get a catch.
I was going to say, is it bad that I would try to throw a deep route but underthrow it so the receiver has to come back and maybe draw that pass interference?
Yeah, I think it's pretty bad.
All right.
Edwards out on his own. Judah Story wraps him up, can't bring him down. Ethan Diaz pushes him out of bounds after a 20-yard gain off left tackle. Edwards doing just about whatever he wants right now, as he did in the 1st quarter.
Spotted at the Eagles' 31-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
See quarterbacks out there running. And a lot of teams are relying on their quarterback. The Miami Dolphins may have lost their quarterback Tua for his career after all those concussions. Edwards has carried the load in the 4th game now, and at least in this game, appears to keep being stronger.
I mean, you can see his body language. He is tired. He's worn out. But it's not slowing him down. He's just keeping the pressure on, foot on the pedal.
And off this time. Almost a busted play.
Quarterback couldn't find his guy, had to look both ways, finally found him and just reached out, put the ball in his belly and told him to run.
Judah Story on the tackle. I will say this, Corbin, also a very, very good basketball player as Hancock gets that carry. He played basketball all summer, and I feel like basketball shape, kind of like soccer shape, continuous movement does so much for your endurance that I think that translates well to football. And he obviously is in very good shape.
Well, I've never questioned his endurance tonight. I mean, he's ran the bulk of the carries for this offense and has done so with just an incredible young athlete. And you said he's a sophomore,
yes.
Right?
Yep. Off left tackle. They hit him after a gain of about 3, bring up 3rd and 5 as they continue to milk the clock as well. We're down to about 7 minutes left, and with a 2-score deficit and a team that runs the snot out of the clock, the Eagles have got to make something happen soon. You mentioned trying to punch the ball out, got to rip it.
I haven't seen a lot of that tonight from the defense, and they've had opportunities to try to reach in there and try to grab it. Try to make a play, but this is a big 3rd down here. This is definitely 2-down territory. 15 to go on the game or the play clock.
Yeah, and they don't even. They're running a little tight on time in this play, but normally they don't even get up there till now anyway.
3, 2, 1. They barely got it off before delay of game.
Up the middle, and he goes backwards in order to go forwards. Ethan Diaz with another big hit on Edwards there, but he moves the sticks. 1st and 10 Cardinals.
They find themselves in the red zone again.
This is the 2nd week in a row. There was only one pass thrown by Central last week, just a heavy dose of the running game. And I know the line's kind of thin anyway. The guys are getting tired, but they're spending so much time out there on the field, John. It's exhausting.
You know, and the scoreboard doesn't reflect it at the moment, but Jamie, this is a much improved defense from last week, even though things are not going their way right now. They've made some plays, but they've just not been able to make enough. And when they have made enough, they've hurt themselves on penalties.
1st and 10 Cardinals. Edwards hands off to Sullivan up the middle. Breaks a couple tackles before he gets back drops there.
Caden Sullivan on that carry. And then he does a somersault to land on his back.
Yeah, that's a classic professional wrestling backdrop. Throw somebody off the ropes. 2nd and 3 here.
Time continuing to wind down here. 4:50 to go in the game. 2nd and short for Wayne County, who will start approaching the football.
You play there are several different approaches to this. Obviously, I know you're a big Tennessee guy. They try to run a lot of plays and run really fast. And a strategy to stop that is to fake an injury, which I know all fans love. He gets another 1st down to the 5-yard line. There's nothing you can do to slow the clock down or to speed the offense up. There's some things you can do to slow a fast-moving team down. Not a lot you can do right now, but just get a stop, and they're not doing that. 1st and goal from the 5-yard line for the Cardinals, leading 24-15 here, homecoming.
I wish we had stats so we could see how many 3rd down conversions Wayne County has had, but it's been a lot, and I would say their percentage has been incredible.
Coming into this game, Edwards had 42 rush attempts on the season.
He's had that tonight. Easy.
I mean, it's close. Yeah, he's. I would say he's getting around the 30 mark at this point, and never have they ever hidden it. Sullivan gets this one. He's going to be brought down inside the 2. Edwards currently has all 3 touchdowns.
Second and goal
for the Cardinals. Second and goal from the 2. Timeout is going to be called here from the officials. Injury timeout. Jackson Perkins making his way off. Dalton Maynard coming in. Riley Causey coming in. Judah Story taking a break. Bring in a bigger lineup here at the goal line. There's no reason to think that they're going to do anything different down on the goal line as that clock continues to tick. And we're at 3 minutes left in the game, John. It feels like we just got out of halftime.
This time last week, Jamie, the game was over and it was just halftime. So, this second half just straight time being taken off the clock. And, at some point, you got to start using some timeouts.
Takes a snap, follows his running back, and Edwards is going to walk in untouched for his 4th touchdown of the game. Corbin Edwards with an all-time performance here on Madison Southern's homecoming. Come out to attempt the extra point as that pushes the lead to 30-15. Southern has a lot of work to do and very little time to do it.
Jamie, who was the young man that got the kickoff return?
Chastain earlier.
Chastain. He's a name to watch out for. He could be a productive member of this offense in some time.
Aiden Chastain, a freshman. And it is 31-15. We're going to take a 1-minute break and come back when Southern gets the ball on WBON TV.
At First Franklin Financial, we make loans for living, offering personal loans from $600 to $15,000 with fixed rates, flexible terms, and payment plans to fit any budget. And with same-day approvals, you can get your money right away. The next time you need a little financial help, First Franklin Financial is here for you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more.
Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers have over 24 years experience in the auction industry. Whether you're selling real estate, personal property, or liquidating your assets, Pruitt & Sons can help take your property to auction and walk you through the process. Serving all over Central Kentucky, visit PruittAuctioneers.com. And remember, Angela Pruitt for all your real estate needs as well.
Just 2.5 minutes left in the ball game here as this Wayne County Cardinals team has run the clock down throughout the second half. The Madison Southern Eagles set to receive, trailing 31-15 on WBON TV. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond as they kick it out of bounds on the kickoff. We'll get it at the 35. John, earlier the Eagles scored on back-to-back plays of 60 or more yards. I think they got to find some more of that magic.
Yeah, it's there. It's there for the taking for sure. Just haven't been able to do it yet this half. Those came in the second quarter, back to back, and love to see what they can dial up here.
We talked earlier about body language and the excitement and the pep to the guys that after that second touchdown, and now we watch them run out in the field and unfortunately not moving as quickly.
Yep, the pep is gone, man, but a play could just re-spark it, you know?
Got a bunch of formation out to the right. Beard nearly sacked. He gets it to Braden Kelly, who's trying to outrun him, and he's going to get all, they're going to whistle him down. They're out of bounds at the 21.
Gabe Beard, Jamie, can we just talk about the pocket presence? I don't know if he heard the guy coming, but his face was turned a different direction.
Yeah.
But he heard him coming, stepped up, and made a throw.
Absolutely, John. You're right. It looks like one of those situations where you just want to say, "Oh no, he's coming from behind you." And
I mean, but he was not looking at him. I mean, it was just one of those things where.
And that was a kind of a broken play. Kelly came out of the backfield and ran a swing route, and he was able to get a big gain. See what they do this time. Looking over the middle. Beard throws it up into the end zone, and it is knocked down by Wright.
Number 23, Nathaniel Wright.
Gabe Beard, did you say earlier he's a freshman quarterback?
Sophomore.
I mean, I just love the composure. I mean, if I'm in quarterback and I hear somebody coming off the edge like that, I'm throwing that ball away or getting out of the way.
Yeah, let's scramble. Timeout. Wayne County, we're going to take it with him. Be back in 1 minute on WBON TV.
If you need a chiropractor but thought you couldn't afford it, the Joint Chiropractic in the Richmond Center has you covered. Your first visit only costs $29 and includes a consultation exam and your first adjustment. So what are you waiting for? The Joint Chiropractic is open nights and weekends for your convenience, and there's no appointment required, plus no insurance hassles or co-pays. So come see the friendly, talented staff at the Joint Chiropractic in the Richmond Center.
For over 40 years, Lakes Funeral Home and Crematory in Berea have been helping families through the hardest times in their lives. With traditional burial planning to cremation, the folks at Lakes can help you honor your loved ones with final arrangements. Lakes can also help pre-plan now. Let your family members know what you want and help ease their burden. Visit lakesfuneralhome.com to learn how easy it can be to pre-plan. Lakes Funeral Home and Crematory, the only on-site crematory in Madison County.
And we're back here at Madison Southern High School. Just under 2 minutes to go, 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. A big play gets them down near the red zone as they're trying to mount a last-minute comeback here against the Wayne County Cardinals.
Kelly in it, running back beside Beard.
Beard drops back, steps up, and he is going to be sacked for a 7-yard loss. Unable to scramble and get out of there that time.
Beard up on his feet, but stumbling around a little bit after that hit. Jamie, he had blitzers all over the place and thought he was going to step up and be able to make a play, but he stepped up and another rusher is just right there waiting on him. But what I like about this kid, man, is just unfazed. He can take adversity like that and go out and still do something incredible on this next play.
3rd and long, 3rd and about 17 for the Eagles. Trips to the wide side of the field. Beard is going to throw a swing pass to Kelly, who gets it in some space, looks to cut back, and he finds a seam. He's dragging folks, going to get a gain of about 10 before being brought down. Going to get 4th and manageable.
He's brought down to the 16-yard line.
Jamie, this is a 4th down inside the red zone. I just saw Beard make like a kicking motion with his foot towards the coach and then ran back in there. Is he going to try some kind of little pooch kick?
I don't think so. Okay. Throws it over the middle. Ball's incomplete, intended for Bryant Brock, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Ball back to the Cardinals. And we're down to 30 seconds, John. The Cardinals had the ball for 10 minutes in the 3rd quarter, had it for 7 or 8 in this quarter, and just milks everything out of the clock.
Yeah, here it is, 10 minutes till 10, and this ball game is just about over. Right after this game's over, we'll go straight into the post-game stats and updates. Trying to get personnel on the field here for both teams.
I think they're just going to kneel on it and let the clock run out. John, it's been a really strong performance from Corbin Edwards of Wayne County. really I mean, kudos to his offensive line, to the other running backs, but he was an absolute workhorse tonight. Seems like that's been the case all season. The Cardinals improved to 4-0. The Eagles fall to 0-4. Not the start you want.
Not at all, but, did we see, in the pregame I mentioned, are they going to take a step forward? I dare say they did, even though they didn't win this game, and they, only thing that counts is a win, right? But they did make some steps. Their defense stepped up, and their offense made some plays, just not enough. So again, the Eagles are going to fall short in this one, make it an 0-4 season. Looking at next week, Jamie, off the top of my head, I cannot remember who we play.
Henry Clay at Henry Clay, so make sure you stay tuned for what coverage will happen of that game next week. But you're right, took some steps in the right direction, just not able to make enough plays. Found some things that I think can translate and give more success later. But we're going to jump into the Chenault Vineyards post-game show for any event, or just go out for dinner. Hit up Chenault Vineyards, a great venue that hosts many awesome events every year. The line on the defensive side seemed to find some answers.
I like the adjustments they made. They went with they brought in a new nose guard who's bigger, but then they went with speed elsewhere, and I think that paid off.
Yeah, I think they also changed personnel on the defensive line a lot, and I think that makes it to where the offensive line can't get in as much of a rhythm. So I was a big fan of that change. Offensive line still has some work to do. Henry Clay, I don't know the results tonight, but also 0-3. They lost 48-0 to Great Crossing. That's the only common opponent. So maybe more of an equal matchup based on previous performance. Madison Southern without Ethan Moore today. Hopefully he'll be back next week, and hopefully we can get Braden Kelly a shipment of bananas so he does not have as many cramps.
Yep, get that kid some salt packets tonight, some bananas, and he'll be just fine.
The CT Diesel Performance Player of the Game. John, they had those two big plays offensively. I think a lot of guys stepped up defensively. So who would you give the player of the game to for this game?
I mean, Braden Kelly. He played with heart. He was hurt. How many times did the kid go out, get stretched up, and then went back out there? He never quit. I love the energy. He made some plays. I'm going to give it to Braden Kelly, but like you said, you had other guys. You had Braden Hall step up. You had RJ Blair step up. Gabe Beard continues to impress me for a young sophomore. Just has his presence and his awareness and his composure. I like what I'm seeing for years to come, but I'm going to give it to Braden Kelly tonight.
I completely agree with that. Again, the Eagles will be back in action at Henry Clay next week. If you're watching and a fan of Wayne County, they will be hosting Metcalfe County next week. So stay tuned to the stations of Wallingford Broadcasting Central. Hopefully we'll be back in action, and we'll be through some of those complications that are causing people to miss school and those kinds of things as well. Big thanks to our camera folks, Copeland Peterson, Woody Schatt, and the ever awesome Jacob Beck, and then Gage Hill, the producer with the most. And for John Bailey, I'm Jamie Boggs. This has been Madison Southern Coverage on WBON TV.